With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shell. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow, his taste are low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap, or DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. It's not in burping, leaning, ban, it matters not if factory fun, his child can't see if hours making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending different bills when truth is to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Tuesday the 22nd of November 2022. I hope you're all doing well indeed. And yeah, a little addition to the shenanigans from yesterday where we were trying to debate whether Phil was, you know, the world's oldest kindergartner or whatever, or the world's oldest elementary school student. He was called out for it. Somebody asked him about, you know, the date the Pokemon, you know, came out, Pokemon Blue. He had a very salty response, and his claim was he wasn't lying about when it happened, he just misremembered. Here's the clip that Tom's Future on Twitter clipped for us, and I believe that actually may have been Ian, you know, Ian Rare, you know, he's in his chat sometimes, you know what I mean, Ian's so rare, he has been guilty occasionally of trying to bait Phil with the occasional tiny tips, and I think this may have been one of them. So, even though I don't approve of troll tipping, it did actually bring out this quite remarkable outburst.
Let's just listen to this. You said you were in elementary school when you got your Game Boy Pocket, but Pokemon Blue came out in 1998. Why are you lying? Because I'm misremembering. I'm not lying, I'm misremembering. I thought it was late elementary school, but it probably was high school then. I remember being on a bus playing my Game Boy Pocket. I remember that distinctly. But I have no idea how old I was. I guess you're saying it was 1998, then I would have been 16. It's around the same time, like young teens. I'm not. Why do you think I'm lying to my audience? Yeah.
So this is where it gets extremely. If you ever want to see a clear definition of defense mode, you're about to see it right now.
Yes, you're right. I'm just totally changing the years for you know, horrible, serious reason. You know, I forget to tell you guys that I was actually an undercover spy for the communist government of Russia back then. I worked for Russia, and I was actually here committing assassinations in the United States in the mid-90s. So I have to change the timeline so people don't know where I was at that time, obviously.
Yep.
I swear some of these people are fucking nuts. Anyway.
But Phil, it's incredible. How do you confuse a memory from when you were like fucking, you know, 8 or whatever, or 9, compared to when you're a fucking like mid-teen? It's quite bizarre. It's a strange thing. I'll say it's one of those things where, you know, was I 15 or 16 or 17 at a time? Confusing one of those kind of times, yeah, but in elementary school, you're a fucking tiny kid who doesn't know better. Well, Phil has never known better, let's be honest. You get what I'm saying? It's strange, it's bizarre. And I remember the story was from Phil anyway, that he was at the end, it was like he was at his last year of elementary school. This is a guess. So, Phil says he had no idea. He wasn't he wasn't lying, he just misremembered. Oh shit, it's streaming live. Phil just went live, and as you can see guys, by the way, the members goal has been updated. Within the space of 1 month, ladies and gentlemen, Phil has gone from 1,036 members on the 22nd of October 2022, and now today it stands at 354 members within the space of 1 entire month. One whole month from 1,036 to 354. That's a big ass drop in memberships. It's beautiful, isn't it? And he still wants 475 between now and the end of the month. He might get it, who knows, he might get it. But Phil seems quite convinced that there's going to be no more membership bomb expiries. That's not entirely true. He is going to lose 7 more members between now and the end of the month, including the 26th, which included a bunch of, 6 of them. But between now and the end of the month, he is going to lose. He could very well go below 350. And the last time Phil was below 350 members was... Wow, hang on, let me just keep scrolling. The last time Phil was below 350 members was... There you go, 31st of March, right before April essentially. So yeah, these are... So in case that all these examples here, look at all these perfect fucking examples of organic growth, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. All this growth is naturally organic growth. He was asking for members, he was begging for members, and they came in. And they didn't fucking climb up massively and rapidly. They came in, wee bits and drabs or whatever, you know what I mean? But this was natural growth for Phil. This was clearly defined natural growth for Phil Burnell. Between the 27th and the 28th of February, he'd lost 20. I don't even know what happened there, because that's kind of bizarre. So, yeah. Oh, Prophet says someone sub-botted him overnight. 1,000 plus subs, so we might get a bomb today. Is that reflected on Phil's... It is reflected on Phil's fucking members. Look at that. That's a good shout, Prophet. That's a very good shout. That would completely bypass as well Phil's need to... they only... Remember thing where you have to fucking be a subscriber for a day to talk in Phil's chat, 24-hour subliminal mode. So, depending when that fucking sub-bot thing happened, he might not have long to wait. Because remember last time it's Suspicious SL that Phil just disabled sub-only mode. And all of a sudden it just fucking, the floodgates opened up for Phil, fucking memberships or these random fucking bots. So yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens with that, for sure. And so yeah, Phil's excited for more Pokemon today. In case you're not aware, the audience has spoken and today's games are going to be Pokemon. And then it's going to be Call of Duty multiplayer for the night stream for Phil. So yeah, that's the 2 games for Phil today. Prophet says you can still accept memberships if you just join now. You still can't talk for 24 hours. Okay, I never knew that. I guess that's kind of similar for Super Chats, isn't it? Because you had that, I've seen Super Chats before in Phil's chat saying why can't I talk or whatever. But you can give Phil money straight away, but you just can't talk straight away, which is kind of strange. But there you fucking go. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But so, Prophet is anticipating a big, massive amount of gifted subs today because he was randomly viewbotted. It may happen. So yeah, Phil might actually hit his goal today, thanks to artificial growth. And this is what I'm saying. No, this is all clear examples of organic growth. It's steadily going up, and then he had a wee blip here. He went and dropped 20 members between the 27th and 28th of February, for whatever reason. So I had to try and work at it and try and get him back. It didn't really happen. It went a bit more, actually. Went back down to 350. It went from 387 and I went down to 349, 350. And you can tell when the gifted membership started rolling in. Anyone mind exactly when the gifted membership started rolling in? What date that was? I'm tempted to say it was round about here. Around about the 18th of May, I'm just tempted to say. Peter Peace, welcome to the stream, pal. He's saying YouTube trend sheet might have an easier visualised graph. Okay, well, fair enough. That's YouTube revenue. Hang on, what are we looking at here? That's 2021, 2022. This is YouTube revenue. And scroll, right, of course, that's what I was doing. Of course, so you're going to have... here we go. I can see exactly what you're talking about. So you've had one of these kind of Prophet-style monitors, where it has a fucking monitor the size of a small house, I wouldn't have had to scroll right, but yeah, because of a wee tiny, dinky, normal size person monitor. It's one of these things. I need chat. Greg Alex saying I need chat to tell him to play. To be fair, Piece of Peace has got a lot of data on a spreadsheet, and I'm always speaking so highly of this goddamn tracker and this goddamn spreadsheet in general, so much to it, which I think people take for granted. There's so much information on this. Okay, I think it's fair to say though, like the gifted memberships, probably a fair estimate that it did start round about. I mean, when would it have started? Here, Jink. This seems like a very unnatural spike. Oh, I had the right date then. It was 18 for me. Okay, cool. I just guessed that also because I used the kind of natural, the strange, unnatural looking jump here between the two bars. It went up almost by goddamn hundreds. But there we fucking go. And then you see a few of them expiring, so fucking just renew them and expire again. But yeah, we have not been this low in memberships for Phil Burnell since about April. The end of March, the start of April. And because he's going to lose 7 more between now and the end of the month, he might fall below 350 again. Although, if profits to be believed in terms of, well, I said profits to be believed, a lot of people did witness a sub bot happen for Phil yesterday. He gained over 1,000 subs randomly. He's now at 201k subscribers. So that could be someone laying the foundations for a sub bomb. We'll need to keep an eye on Phil's stream numbers essentially. It's like 89 right now. I will keep a little eye on the number of people in Phil's chat. And I wonder, is there an easy way to share that? I know Piece of Peace has a thing I know on his stream sometimes where he actually encodes like a graphic of how many people are in the chat, I think. Either that or it's thumbs up. It's either a thumbs up he has or the number of people in it. I think it's a number of people in Phil's chat, but I'll just try and keep a wee eye on it. Or I could just encode a wee. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Anyway, let's pick a card. Let's get our bingo card all set up and let's get the game all set up. Yeah. Gregor likes asking any pick on the Australia-France game. I don't want to fucking guess anything for the goddamn football right now. I was convinced Argentina were going to wipe the floor with Saudi Arabia, and then Saudi Arabia just say, haha, we're going to ruin everyone's fucking bet. Who in the hell would have fucking backed Saudi Arabia to beat Argentina? Who in the blue hell would have fucking done that? They had 2 fucking boring 0-0 snooze fests back to back, so on paper it should be France. The current world champions, a very strong fucking team. It should be France, easily winning against Australia. But you can never fucking tell in football. That is the fucking thing about football. It's a beautiful fucking game. So even though it's one of those things where it is the World Cup, it's the biggest occasion in the world, and yeah, I mean, to be fair, Australia are not a bad team. I still remember very fondly Australia playing in Netherlands like a few World Cups ago, and Tim Cahill, that screamer of a volley to make it 1 each, a beautiful volley. And that was kind of rooting for the Australians. I mean, I do like the Dutch football team, but the Australians were really kind of winning me over. And then Robin dived, I think, to win a penalty. It was a bit of a... He went down very easily. It's one of those things where he's seen a leg and he just flopped at it, and then he got a penalty. But yeah, that's going back a few years anyway, but who knows? I mean, Australia, they'll try their best to try and also, just contain France, because France are very strong though this year. So who knows? I think France 2-0. That's what I'm going for. Ear touch, fantastic stuff indeed. So that's going to be a criteria for picking the bingo card for today's game. I've got the good old ear touch. So I need a number between 1 and 219. That's okay. So the first number I see in chat between the number 1 and 219, which contains the number 6. Now, if you buggers try to sneak in numbers earlier on without hearing for the criteria, so I'm going to ignore those numbers that don't contain number 6, because the first one I see which does contain number 6 will be the one I use for a game, and Gregory Lake was the first one in chat that appeared for me for 166. So we're going to the 166th bingo card. Bear with me while I fucking scroll through 165 other fucking cards. This may take a little while. Here we go, finally. This is a bingo card for today's DSP Bingo on the left hand side. So we've got Phil saying shocked, dude, him doing a YRT pose, him saying by the way, and him mocking his own chat, then him saying support, business, him messing about with his ear, either just kind of, scratching it or digging in it or whatever, putting a finger right in there. Him repeating the same point constantly, and him scratching his stash. Then him saying addition, life, him snorting, his voice cracking, and him saying idiot. You got him saying fuck, okay, absolutely. Him doing the good old prayer hands. It's been a little while since I've had prayer hands on the bingo card, but Phil did kind of do it the other night. And him saying something style. It could be anything style. It could be Gangnam style for all we fucking know, or just new content style. With it, just something style. Phil does love using the word style at the end of our words. The final row is him saying friend, detractor or trolls. It is what it is. Him standing up randomly and him messing about with his phone. So that'll be the bingo game for today, that'll be the card for today. And just to be a reminder guys, if we get 25 out of 25 on the bingo card, that will be a prize for someone in the chat of 50 quid instead of 20. It's usually 25 quid, but for this week it's doubled to 50 quid because I lost a bet, you guys. I was convinced that somebody was going to give Phil memberships, the 1,025 memberships he needed for his Christmas goal. I was convinced one of his fans would step up and give him the members that he required to do the Christmas marathon. And nobody did it. I thought it was going to happen, but Phil didn't get it. So that means I lost a bet. And so the prize is doubled. So there you go. For this week only, of course, so that'll end like the next weekend, after next weekend or something. So there you go. So, but how to get to that? So we need 25 out of 25 on the bingo card itself. And if Phil snorts 25 times, that's a free space. If he snorts 50 times, it's another free space. It's a strange thing. Phil's snorting a whole lot more than usual lately. No idea why. It could be alcohol, it could be ill, who the fuck cares or knows. But if Phil does 50 snorts, that's 2 free spaces. If he does 75 snorts, that's 3 free spaces. But really, 25 snorts is a free space. So every snort counts. And also, if Phil gets to blow bubbles as well before he starts recording for gameplay, that is also a free space. Him getting to blow the bubbles and that shit, So there we go. There's the criteria for free spaces. Hopefully we won't need them today, but if we do need them, hopefully they will actually come up clutch and come in handy. So there we fucking go. So anyway, I am going to save this bingo card very quickly before I forget to, because one time I completely forgot to save the bingo card. That was an embarrassing situation. And I'm always reminding myself about it so I don't make the same mistake again. Unlike Phil, I do learn from my mistakes. I'm still a dumb bastard, don't get me wrong, I'm an absolute dumb bastard. But I do always try my best to learn from my mistakes. So there we go, a bingo card has been saved. Fan, Dabby, Dozy and all that jazz. Nope, my browser's acting up a wee bit there, there we go. Good stuff. So yeah, we're just waiting for Phil to go proper live and online. He seems to be... He's changing the stream info now. He named the fucking stream. So you voted for more Pokemon Scarlet. Fucking hooray for that. 132 people are currently watching Phil's stream, by the way. So there's no signs of massive fucking view bots or whatever happening right now. There we fucking go. But yeah. Oh, Phil, actually... That's kind of weird. The bar for Phil is at the top of the stream instead of the bottom of the stream, but I think that'll change once he begins the podcast, so I don't think I need to move that or anything. That'll change by itself. But yeah, Phil should be going live in about 5 minutes time or so. I'll just get the bingo card properly set up on the stream for you guys. And yeah, just this is obviously Phil's last stream before his day off. He just got paid by YouTube, and he got paid more than usual by YouTube as well, because of those artificially inflated members from last month. So, yeah, he was able to pay all his bills, which is a strange, phenomenon for Phil. He's never usually able to just fucking get, pay all his bills in one fucking go from YouTube. But Phil is going to be this kind of naive person who thinks this might be the new norm. He is not going to be prepared for next month, and the potential, if he does not get a massive membership bomb, he may very well be facing a very rough December. And what I mean by that is, thanks to Piece of Pieces data from the the net revenue that we have, you can see here, Phil is so far for November, and we're fucking 2/3 of the way through November, he's only earned about $2,500 in YouTube revenue. Compare that to over $5,500, almost $5,600 he got from YouTube payment right there. So he just got paid that on the 21st, you know, $5,600. And, you know, he's got less than half of that right now as things stand from YouTube alone. So I'm surprised he's not really emphasising, well, I guess he can't really emphasise tips as being important because he's trying his best not to come across as a beggar. But I'm going to call this right now, guys. I'm calling this right now. Phil is going to use... If Phil does actually have a poor end of the month, okay, and he does not get this supposed massive amount of fucking memberships coming in, and he doesn't hit the Christmas marathon goal, if all that fails, if all that is missed, and November turns into a terrible fucking month for him, he is going to absolutely say that it is important he begs. He's not going to word it like that. But he's going to fucking point at his performance and his metrics and show that look how much of a difference, you know, from when he stopped asking for money as much, he got far less money. He is absolutely going to use it as a fucking reason and a necessity to beg in future. I'm calling it now. If December payment for him is so poor in general, because memberships aren't forthcoming or whatever, he is absolutely going to use him stopping begging for a while, trying to fucking not come across as a desperate e-beggar, as an absolute reason to fucking start doing it again, because he's going to just fucking point to his fucking YouTube payment for December and go, look guys, look how much less money I made, and it happened when I stopped fucking asking for more money. I need to ask for more money. He's definitely going to fucking use it as a fucking reason to just, you know, bore his fans to fucking death and ask and beg and, you know, plead for more money. Calling it now. Definitely going to happen. I'd be shocked if Phil did not use it as a fucking reason, as a crux for fucking just, you know, open invitation to beg. Look at his next YouTube payment. Ah, goodness me. James Holter says, Baticam. I don't know what that means. What the hell do you mean by Baticam? Am I missing something obvious? Is Phil back yet from fucking wherever he was? Oh, there he is. Rapper. Who's Rapper? The one at the beginning. How the fuck can you use that legend Pokemon to fly and climb hills? The one at the beginning. And Phil said that hasn't been explained, so can we do it yet? If I can go, that's all. Oh, Phil's beginning and Phil's starting the fucking show, guys. You all know Joe by now. If I miss anything on the bell card, please tag me in chat, let me know, and just remind me I'm a dumb bastard sometimes. I do miss things on the card sometimes. I don't try to, it just happens. So yeah, guys, try your best to keep me right in the card. I'll try not to miss things, but it happens sometimes. 25 out of 25 equals a full house, which means one of you guys could win money from me. So there you fucking go. Fingers crossed we get a full house here today. So this is also the final stream for Phil as well before his day off. And yeah, good luck guys. Let's hopefully finish off Phil's working week with a good bingo victory. Here we go guys, good luck.
Good morning everyone and welcome to the Level 1 podcast where we're busy having fun down.
You dumb bastard, you forgot to turn the Pokemon light on. Although it could mean we get an early fucking bingo thing for standing up. Just saying.
Here on Level 1, I forgot the ghost again. How's everyone doing today? Today is Tuesday, the 22nd of November, 2022. And it's my final consecutive streaming day of the week after a long, busy streaming week for sure. Man, have we had variety this week, right?
Now, before you asked, that was not a T-pose or a Y-pose. It was like a stretch, a very quick stretch, however. It was not. If this gets deleted, Phil is view and sub-botting. Someone just super chatted that. I've got it on pause obviously because Phil stood up. But, yep, he's gone. It is deleted, so Phil is view and sub-botting apparently. He's only got 194 people watching right now live, as things stand. Keep in mind, because I've paused, obviously, the metrics are going to be different from what you're seeing, but yeah. Phil is like it's like 200 people watching there for Phil. But let me tick off. What was it? He stood up, so stands up. There you go. I don't think I missed anything else. I think that's the only thing I had to tick off so far for the card. So good stuff.
There we go. A good amount of variety this week, right? We had continuing playthroughs. We had adjourning playthroughs. We had new games starting up, right? It was a good combination of a lot of different things all kind of mixed together. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed it up to this point. Today is day 6, my final consecutive day. Now, yesterday was a little bit of a weird day for 2 reasons. First of all, I premiered a new game in Pokemon Scarlet, right? And secondly, I did not have a second stream. And I know that that's weird. A lot of people are just used to me, always having 2 streams in one day. By the way, how's the color look? A little on the yellowish side. Today's another weird day. We're getting fall weather again for the first time in 2 weeks. We're getting rain. And because of that, we have there we go. That's a little better. Because of the rain, the lighting's very different in here again. I'm actually able to have my window wide open and having natural air and light come in, but that changes the white balance again, and so everything looks different. So I have to adjust everything again on the fly. Okay? All right, so welcome everyone. Yeah, there was no second stream last night because I was busy filming all the private React videos for patrons. Now, I have absolutely no idea if any of those patrons of mine have uploaded any of those videos at all. I don't really follow that. When I make a private React video for a patron, I make it, I send it, there's the link, go for it, whatever you want to do. And if a patron so chooses to re-upload that to the internet in any form to share with you guys, it's up to them. That they do it of their own accord. They own that video per se. So it was very busy. I ended up doing over 2.5 hours of React videos last night. Some good variety of stuff in there for sure. And, it was fun. It's always fun when I do them, for sure. I like doing them, actually, because there's good variety. Was there another K-pop video in there? Yes, there was K-pop stuff, but it was related to product advertisements going along with the Black Friday theme. There was a video where I reacted to, a tourism video of Singapore, which I learned all about the country for the first time. I didn't know anything about it. Not country. Singapore's not a country, right? No, it's a city, right? Now I'm so confused. I'm an idiot.
I'm pretty sure it is a country. I feel quite certain it's a country. Am I? I don't want to do a DSP, but I was convinced it was a country. Oh, no, a country. What? I seen a wee thing the other day, like a YouTube short, how it's actually one of the most kind of, it's one of the safest countries in the world. Apparently, because they're so strict on crime. Like, somebody, intentionally left a laptop in a coffee shop for, an hour or so. They left the laptop there, opened up whatever, they walked away from it. Went away, had lunch, came back, it was still there. But apparently it's one of those things where it's they are really, really strict on crime, which is why it's such a safe place, because, apparently there's cameras everywhere as well, kind of, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where if you can try and get away with something, but yeah. But it's one of those things where it does seem like a kind of nice place to kind of be in general. Anytime I hear about Singapore, it looks like a lovely place. So there you go, I assume one of Phil Detractors is from Singapore, because he fucking sent him a Singapore tourism video, so maybe just fucking thought I'll share this with Phil so he can learn more about where I'm from as I'm giving him fucking money. Kinda weird, but hey, fucking go. But yeah, as we saw from the Billy video, there were a couple of nights ago, we kind of seen the old Billy clip on stream a couple of nights ago. Geography is not Phil's strong suit, not at all.
Don't ask me geography questions. If you ask me a geography question, you're going to find that's the one subject that I'm the dumbest at. Like, duh. Alright? So, I really have no idea what Singapore is. Now I feel like a buffoon for even saying something on my podcast. Of course it's going to get clipped. It's going to get clipped, shared, laughed at, derided, and fairly so because I'm a buffoon when it comes to that shit. Seriously.
Well, what do you mean fairly so, Phil? You keep fucking saying that we're doing something illegal whenever we clip you and shit. Are you suddenly saying it's not illegal anymore for us to clip you and laugh at you and deride you? This is Phil just changing the narrative again and moving the goalpost once again. Is it fucking right to do it or not?
Anyway, what else did I do? Man, there was, I actually reacted to some comedian videos and a little bit more about quantum physics, and the quantum physics video I was watching melted my brain. Like, seriously, I was watching, I was like, I have absolutely no clue what's going on in this video. Because the problem with this particular video, I've reacted to quantum physics videos before, but the problem with this one was it was like, it kind of assumed that you had watched several other videos before to lay the groundwork for what they were talking about in the video. So the guy's like, oh, so assuming this and 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 this, oh, here you go. And I was like, hey, so my brain kind of melted a little bit. And I did some other stuff too. So anyway, it was a good night. It was definitely a good night, but it was very time consuming, very busy getting all that done. In the meantime, you guys were voting on what you wanted to see today on my streams. And the options were as follows: God of War Ragnarok, Sonic Frontiers, Pokemon Scarlet, or Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer.
I've got a more interesting view. So Barrett Bell said in chat, so if he relinquishes ownership of the video to the patron, does he have a right to talk about them on his podcast? Interesting point, but I've got one better for you. You know those unrecorded segments that Phil has in between? So the stuff that he does not record for YouTube, the little kind of in-between segment begs or whatever, little fucking rants at the end of a fucking night. Phil does not upload that footage. So who owns it? It's technically not a part of his content, because it's not what he uploads. He only clips and uploads the things that happened before then, but when he stops recording for YouTube, it then just turns into part of his live stream, which he then privates, I guess. So the Ether owns it. It could be or YouTube owns it, yeah. But keep in mind as well, Phil does not delete the streams. He archives every single stream on his channel. He just usually sets it to private. So, but it's just one of those things where because Phil is not publicly showing this footage, and he's got it as part of his private stream, is there any claim to be able to fucking do anything if Phil is choosing not to upload it? It's a weird... It probably is still owned by Phil in some capacity because he was the one that streamed it, if you get what I'm saying. It's one of those things where just because he's not publicly putting it available doesn't mean he still doesn't have like some sort of fucking right to it if he's the one that made the fucking content. That's what I'm taking it. To me, I find it strange that Phil is just kind of disowning any fucking patron vids. It's like, patrons can do whatever the fuck they want with a video that they paid for. But it's like, well, but Phil, to me, I find that strange as well. I find it strange just to say that they own the video and they paid for you to fucking make the video in the first place, but just to say they own it outright. And it's like nothing to do with Phil anymore, he has no ownership, no say in it whatsoever. And to me, it just seems weird to fucking just dismiss it like that, I don't know.
And overnight, once the voting came in, basically it was 35% for more Pokemon, which I'm actually pleased with, and here's why. We just started Pokemon Scarlet yesterday. Keep in mind, originally I was going to skip it, but you guys were like, what, are you out of your mind? We love your Pokemon playthroughs. Please play it right away. Skip Evil West for now. So I did. That's why I'm not playing Evil West today. Okay? And after having played it yesterday, even as bad as the game is when it comes to its performance and its graphics and all of that, the lack of polish, right? It's still pretty relaxed and fun game. Seriously, like just playing yesterday for 3 hours, as silly as it was for me to do terrible accents and butchering the game, it was still fun as hell. I love the interactions we have when I play Pokemon. Definitely awesome. I really am enjoying the playthrough so far.
Yes, at $200 in support also is a contributing factor as to why you enjoyed it so much.
With the first 3 hours. So the thing is, we barely got into the surface of the game. Like, we started catching a million new Pokemon. In fact, I think we caught like maybe 3 or 4 new Pokemon just new for this generation. Was it Gen 9? So brand new Gen 9 Pokemon. And now we're about to hit the first major story part of the game after 3 hours. So it's exciting. Today we're going to see development and all of that. So it should be good to play it again. And I'm happy that you guys actually voted for a second stream to get further into the new game. Because if we didn't, then you have to wait all the way till Saturday. In which case you'd be like, oh crap, damn, we played it once, we gotta wait all week to get development in a brand new game. So this should be fun. Now, of course, keep in mind all of our conventions for Pokemon streams are gonna stay in effect. Alright? Number 1, if we hit our tips goal of $100 today, I will wear the Pikachu hat. Makes sense to do that during a Pokemon stream, does it not? So I'll do that again for you today if we happen to hit that support goal. Number 2, if you tip $25 or more, but $25 is the threshold here, you can name a Pokemon in the playthrough. Now, to reiterate what we discussed yesterday about this, rule number 1, okay? It can't be something that's offensive. It can't be like something sexist, racist, sexual, disgusting. It has to be something that's, you know, not meant to be pissing people off on the internet for various reasons, which includes number 2. No, it cannot be a freaking a person's name from, you know, another streamer or insulting someone in the stream chat. We're not going to do that. You know, immediately we had people trying to tip and be like, oh, can you insult Wings of Redemption with this name? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not an asshole. Okay, we're not doing that. So, you know, those are the rules. Some people listened, some people didn't. In reality, a lot of people did listen. I think we ended up naming like 4 or 5 Pokemon yesterday. So it went really well. You know, the starter Pokemon name is Baxter. Oh boy. We've got, I believe, one of them I believe is named Hamilton. And then we named one Pork Chop. And I believe we had at least 1 or 2 other names. So I think we at least named 3 to 4, if not more, Pokemon during yesterday's stream. However, there's still tons more Pokemon available that were not named. I think like 4 or 5 more that I caught that we had not named yet. So those are available. And then in addition, I'm sure today we're going to be catching lots more Pokemon. So again, whenever I catch these guys, they are eligible for naming. And the way it works, you tip $25. It's first come, first serve. All right. You got to name use your name in the tip. Use the name of the Pokemon, you know, what type of Pokemon it is in the tip, and then the name you want to give it. All in the tip. Okay. So today, will we have more new named Pokemon? Likely yes. We'll see how many. We'll see what people come up with. I love this because it's interactive. And by the way, that Pokemon keeps that name for the entirety of the playthrough. No one else can then rename that Pokemon, you see? So it's cool. In fact, this is pretty funny. Last night, I'm sitting here and I'm doing my react videos for patrons.
People really want to play this clip. You know, Phil said he's not an asshole and Dash is begging me to play this clip. To be fair, I missed my queue. I missed the queue to play. I know it's a wee bit gone on since then, but a few people picked up on it. I thought, okay, fine, I'll play it. I'm sorry for missing the mark. By the way, Dashy, per Dashy's request, I also added this. You know, he suggested it yesterday, and I thought, yeah, whenever Phil's trying to sound smart, for example, the Singapore thing, earlier on, you know, he's like, is Singapore a country?
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
So now we've got that on our stream as well in a soundbox.
And I look over and a tip comes in. I'm like, what the hell? In the middle of the night when I'm not streaming. And I click on it. Someone wants to name a Pokemon today, but can't be on the stream for sure. So they tipped overnight to be sure that they would be able to name a Pokemon, even though they won't be here.
Oh, by the way, so yeah, there you go. Piece of peace. There's a random $25 that appeared in between streams in case you just, you know. Phil's not logged on today's total, and they all say when I included yesterday either, but Phil got a random $25 tip from somebody yesterday requesting a Pokemon name for today. Behind the scenes Pokemon naming is going on here. So is it a random arbitrary $25 and, you know, tip out the fucking blue for Phil? There you go. That's what it is.
Wow, certainly did not expect that. That's pretty crazy out of left field. But hey. Thank you. And yes, what we will do as soon as we start playing today, I will read that out and let you know what it is. And go from there. All right. So there you go. I was not expecting that at all. That was completely like, whoa, shocking. But thank you to that person. And, you know, we'll go with that tonight. So your votes were for Pokemon Scarlet here on the first stream. And I'm very excited to play more. 3 chill and relaxing interactive hours with all of you. I'm sure today we're going to unlock a lot more stuff. I'm thinking today we probably will unlock Traversal. No, because they're supposed to have a vehicle or whatever, and we don't have it yet. So I'm thinking today we'll probably unlock the Traversal aspect of the game. Maybe be able to explore a lot more thoroughly in the earlier areas of the game and stuff like that, right? Okay. You voted for, get this, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer for the late stream tonight. And again, I'm totally okay with that. In fact, if you look at all the games that I played this week, Modern Warfare 2 is the one I've played the furthest away. Like, I played it Friday night. That was Friday Night Firefights, remember? And it was entertaining when I did it, but you know, it's been hard to try to fit it into the rotating schedule, especially with all the games I've been trying to finish. You know, I finished Gotham Knights. We finished The Devil in Me within a few streams. So that's good. We're moving into new, fresh stuff coming up without any lingering playthroughs. But it actually has been pretty tough to maintain, you know, steady streams of Modern Warfare 2. Well, you voted for it. So we're doing that tonight at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time. 2 hours of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer action here on DSP Gaming. Okay? Now, after this stream tonight, I would consider playing Warzone, but I want to at least play one more dedicated multiplayer stream with this Kostov 74U, see how I do. Maybe try some new attachments, maybe swap around with the tuning, because I have the tuning now. Mess around with it a little bit and see if I could do any better, okay? But then after that, I'd be open next time that we play the game to either trying Warzone 2 or swapping weapons to something completely different. I have not used an SMG or an LMG. Well, I used an LMG very short term, but either I have not used an SMG at all, or maybe switching to an LMG to mix things up and stop using that same gun now, okay? But that'll be later on. That'll be this weekend, basically, okay? So tonight, Warzone. Excuse me. Wow, I totally misspoke. Tonight, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time. I'm excited. I know you guys like it, so I hope you'll join me tonight for that. It should be a good time, okay? Now, the rest of the schedule for the week is weird because it's a holiday week here in the United States, so allow me to explain what's going down. Tomorrow, I am off from streaming. It is my day off. It's going to be one of my busiest days that I've had off in a long time. So, I need to run my usual errands, like grocery shopping and the like, and I'm going to be picking up the final odds and ends for our Thanksgiving dinner, which isn't a lot. We have almost everything ready. We already have the turkey thawing and stuff like that, but we have other things I need, like I need some rolls and stuff like that, so we have everything ready, okay? But I have a few other, you know, random things. I know I have to get pet supplies tomorrow because we, like, ran out of stuff this week, so I got to get pet supplies and stuff like that. And also, like I said, during the day, tomorrow is the day when I'm going to be sitting down and reviewing all of your nominations for the ads that I'll be reviewing during Friday's special marathon event, the Adpocalypse Spectacular. All right. So that being said, I will absolutely be spending time to go through all of your nominations, and I appreciate it because there's like, I'm not even kidding, there's like 70, 80 nominations. You guys went crazy this month. I'm going to have a lot to go through, but I'm sure there's going to be some things maybe that are repeated. Perhaps there'll be some that'll be a little better than others. And of course, I get the feeling some people probably didn't follow the criteria of, you know, adhering to it has to be retro. It can't be a modern ad from the last 15, 20 years. It's supposed to be something that's from like, you know, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or the first half of the 2000s, you see. So, tomorrow, I will be doing that on my day off while my wife is playing God of War. I kind of made a deal with her. I was like, so you're way ahead of me in God of War. I know on our day off you're going to want to play a lot of it, but I can't watch. I'll be spoiled. So why don't I come in here and do all that ad stuff while you're playing God of War? And she's like, okay, that makes sense. So that's what we're doing tomorrow on our day off. She's going to probably play for an hour or two while I'm in here, you know, making the playlist for Friday. So that's my day off tomorrow. And then when I return on Thursday, it is Thanksgiving, a national holiday here in the United States where we take the time to say what we're thankful for, to reminisce on that and to reflect on it. And that's exactly what we're going to do on Thursday. The first thing we're going to do on Thursday, we're going to have a Level 1 podcast Thanksgiving special where I'm going to talk about what I'm grateful for with you guys here live. Okay, it's going to be a special event where I just kind of talk about, from the heart, about how I feel things are going and let you all know how I feel in the deep down, the recesses, the cockles of my heart. Because you need to know all about my cockles. Okay? They're very important. I need to share that with you. Then, the main meat of Thursday's stream is Ask the King, which is my Q&A show. So this is your absolutely, positively last chance for you to be posting up questions for Ask the King by typing ! Ask the King in the chat. That'll bring up the link to go to my website, dspgaming.com. You can post questions up there. If you're a channel member, there is a members-only thread on the main channel page of DSP Gaming on the community tab by which you can post up questions. And by the way, the majority of questions will likely be taken from that members thread because usually the members get massive priority on Ask the King. I will also be accepting Twitter questions the day of, but I usually don't take that many. Okay, So just so you know. All right, so please post up. All right, and I'm excited for this. Now, there is one thing that I'm considering. All right, I am honestly considering starting to do Ask the King directly on DSP Gaming exclusively. Okay, what does that mean? I'm considering, instead of having people post up forum questions on dspgaming.com, which I'll be honest, less and less people are doing anyway, I'm strongly considering having people post up on a thread on the community tab on DSP Gaming, and all I could do is get a link for it and start.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you to Barrett Wells for Super Chat. It says, I'm thankful for a handful of whales who didn't believe a secret video or didn't care. Yeah, that video done a lot of damage to Phil's mentality. He knows a lot of people saw that video. He knows a lot of people believed that video. And he was scared, I think, of losing a lot of his own fans because that video was so compelling. Everything was so presented in a very good manner. All the evidence was just laid out bare. It's not. This is not some Kiwi farm thread that you've got to fucking pay close attention to keep keeping tabs of it. Secrets video is an hour of well documented evidence. So the Secret Limited video, yeah. So Tommy was asking what secret video, what secret video. The WWE Champions video that Secret Limited made a few months back. This is the video that Rich saw, our Review Tech USA. He watched it on his stream, and he was so much of a believer in the video and the things it contained that he kind of revoked his membership of DSP Gaming. He removed his membership from DSP Gaming, thinking that he does not want to enable Phil in this addiction, and he thinks that Phil needed help. And so because of that, Phil just swore off RTU for RTU is dead to him now, because Rich openly confessed to believing in the contents of that video, and believing the authenticity of the claims that were made, and not only that, but voicing those beliefs to his own audience. Phil was furious that somebody would fucking, not only just fucking believe what the fucking video said, but basically tell their own audience their thoughts as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, that's Phil. Phil was definitely worried about the impact of that video. And to be fair, he should be, because it does paint Phil in a very negative picture where he clearly, I've said this before several times as well, he clearly needs help.
Start linking it, as a pop-up here on the stream and stuff like that. The thing is, there's a couple things that it's not as smooth. Let me explain. Basically, when I do that, if I give you the link, if you click on it on a mobile device, it doesn't even work. I tried it yesterday. The links don't work. They only work on desktop computers. For some odd reason, the community tab of a YouTube channel doesn't fully load properly on a mobile device. You can see the community tab of any YouTube channel, but you have to use the YouTube app and click on the channel itself and then go to the community tab, and then you can find it, but you can't actually click a link and go to it on a mobile device. It doesn't work. I don't understand that. YouTube, knock knock. Who's there? Brains. Brains are here. They want to enter your heads. Because if you want people to use YouTube channels in any kind of a social capacity, you have to make it so that it works on every device. You claimed you were changing YouTube over a decade ago to work on mobile devices. We are in 2022 and it still doesn't work right on a mobile device. I just don't understand this, that we had so many sacrifices and changes over the years, and you think this just doesn't work right. It blows my freaking mind. It really does. So that's the thing. I would love to say, hey, let's just abandon dspgaming.com. Why do we need it? Right? It's not a big deal. Let's do everything on the community tab of DSP Gaming. The problem with that is some people won't be able to do it. I know they'll click on the link, it won't work, and they'll be like, well, it didn't work on my mobile device, so I give up. Right? They're not going to think, oh, I need to click this on a desktop to go to it or whatever. So that's frustrating. The other thing is, and this is an important factor, every month I pay a monthly fee to maintain my website, dspgaming.com. And you might say, why do you do that? Because you barely use it. You're absolutely right. This year, if you haven't noticed, I've phased out the use of the site more and more to continuously be using this channel more and more, right? Absolutely. It's undeniable that's the case, okay? Now, all that being said, the reason that I keep the business website, dspgaming.com, in operation.
Business! That is a bingo for fucking business. That's our first bingo of the game. Fantastic stuff. Oh yeah, France are winning 2-1, by the way.
Is because it's an important way to have a backup in case something happens. Let's face it. Look at what happened to DSP Gaming over the summer. I received multiple false copyright strikes against the channel, which I had to get cleared up. Now, what if a third one had hit? The channel would have been suspended. No access to anything. Now, what if people are exclusively following me on DSP Gaming and nowhere else? Now there's no backup to go to for anything, right? What if I had an episode of Ask the King that was going to take place during that time period and I lost all the questions for it because the page is suspended? So it's good to have a backup. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, I mean, I would like to get away from it and just hopefully focus everything on YouTube, you know? So I'll continue to think about this. Maybe in the new year, we'll mix it up a little bit, okay? But for now, you can still post up your questions on the forums. If you're a member, please post up in the members only thread. And yes, I'll take some Twitter questions. That's the only stream I'm doing on Thursday is Ask the King. Holiday, Thanksgiving, Ask the King. Excuse me, okay? There'll be no second stream on Thursday. Why? Because it's a national holiday. I'm going to spend time with my family. We're going to make a nice, delicious Thanksgiving dinner together. We have all the sides going. We got a big turkey roast thing. We got all kinds of stuff we're going to have. And what I may do is like a YouTube short of our meals so you guys can see exactly what we're eating on Thanksgiving. I'll be back on Friday with a special marathon event. This Friday, it's finally here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for DSP's first ever Black Friday Adpocalypse Spectacular. Okay? I'm very excited for this. This is when I'm going to be spending the entire day reacting to advertisements, PSAs, and other kind of promotional things from the past. All right? I've never done anything like this before, but several people on YouTube do this, and it turns out to be pretty successful for them. You know, this year you guys have me start doing react events and reacting to various different things has seen, you know, success. So I think this is going to be a very special, fun Friday. Now, you guys have been nominating ads for like a month. So I've got a ridiculous amount to draw from. So I don't think we're ever going to run out. I think we're going to have way more than enough for our marathon on Friday. So how's it going to work? Friday morning, I'm driving my wife to work, and then I'm going to get home and immediately start up the stream. Hopefully for the usual time. I'll let you know if I'm going to be a little late depending on traffic. I'm hoping I'll be back in time to start the stream at the normal time. Okay? Then, we are going to be doing the marathon. All right? Starting up with a level 1 podcast and then immediately reacting to all these advertisements. I'm going to make a playlist tomorrow of all the ads so we can just click play, whoop, and immediately just start watching together. All right? Pretty cool. So, it should be exciting and fun to react to this stuff. Now, at one point during the day, which again, I still haven't confirmed with my wife, I keep forgetting. My wife's going to get out of work. Now, she works retail. There's no way I'm having her drive and park on Black Friday. That's insane. It would be way too dangerous and risky. So that's why I'm dropping her off in the morning. That's why I'm picking her up during the day. So whenever I have to leave to go pick her up, I'm going to take a break. It's going to be a long break, probably an hour or longer, depending on traffic, okay? I'm going to go pick her up, and then on the way home, we're going to pick up food. I need to pick up some kind of fast food.
I need his fucking audience to tell him what fucking food to get because he's not fucking smart enough, or, you know, he's too fucking lazy to fucking think of a good fucking meal himself, or even do research into what's fucking available. It's up to his audience to fucking do research for him and tell him what fucking brand new things he could try for DSP tries it, so he can fucking, you know, eat that shit on fucking stream. A few people have brought up that Phil did technically mention phone stuff when he was talking about the community tab not working on mobile devices. And I did think about ticking it, but I wasn't sure. But a few people have picked up on it. Technically, I was talking about phone stuff because he was saying that YouTube does not fully properly work for phones if you want to check out specific posts on community tabs. I'm not sure if Phil's even accurate or not with those claims. I've never really tested the community tab on the phone personally. I don't really mess about with it too much usually. If I do mess about with it, it's usually on the computer. But regardless, Phil seemed to be talking about phone stuff, and yeah, I'm going to count it. I'll count it. It should have been counted, but I didn't do it because I just wasn't thinking. I didn't see the phone, and it wasn't his usual kind of thing for a phone to appear. But yeah. But yeah, there we go. So we'll take that as well. Phil is not snorting as much today. I think we'll be lucky to hit 25 snorts. Just saying. He wants us to go full screen. Well, in that case, if I go full screen, that means that we can't have, you know, the bingo card be visible. Or do you want to take a screenshot or something? Is that what you want to do? You want to take a wee screenshot, Prophet? If you want, I can go forward and back a frame to try and get a clearer frame. You know, because it's a wee bit blurry, you know. Can we get a clearer frame? That's a bit clearer there. There you go. How's that? That could be a good screenshot for you if you want that, you know. It's a wee bit clearer. You got the shots. It was like mid-movement or whatever, you know, so it was kind of not great, I guess. Fucking go. It's like he's floating in his chair. Fucking weird. But there you fucking go. Back to the bingo. Oh yeah, I've already ticked off Y pose, but he done the Y pose earlier on. And no, sorry, T pose earlier on. He done it for like a good, like 3-4 seconds. I ticked it off ages ago.
On the way home, and there was going to be a live DSP tries it of said food when I arrive back home. What will it be? I don't know yet, because I'm trying to get your feedback on what I should do. If you guys know of any interesting food items out there at fast food restaurants that you'd like to see me try on Friday, I'm all ears. Please share. The only one, well, I guess there's two. I guess there's a new, supposedly new chicken sandwich at Burger King. We all know how the Chiking went when I tried that in September of 2021. A little memeable, right? I don't know if this next sandwich would be that bad. Just being honest, I don't think it would be half that bad. I mean, I don't know how it could be any worse than the Chiking. There's also supposedly something that sounds absolutely disgusting to me, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want to try it. A mozzarella stick burger at Wendy's, where it's a garlic knot burger bun with fried mozzarella sticks on the burger. What the fuck is wrong with people? Why would you eat that? I have enough time eating, enough time eating mozzarella sticks by themselves. They're disgusting. It's just a hunk of cheese that you covered in greasy breading, and now you're putting that.
Don't you dare speak ill of mozzarella sticks, you fucking cunt. You fucking I don't you fucking dare. You will not fucking besmirch my beloved mozzarella sticks, you absolute prick. Just because you're a fucking bit lactose intolerant and you get the fucking shits every time your fucking mouth comes close to some dairy products does not mean you get to fucking belittle and mock the fucking blessed mozzarella sticks. No, you do that, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm absolutely annoyed that he's fucking mocking the mozzarella sticks. I can stand a lot. I can take a lot of what Phil does. But he's crossed a fucking line there. He's gone too fucking far in my opinion. That's it, man. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm just gonna fucking start spamming a bunch of these just to get out some fucking frustration. I'm gonna get some of these fucking just played.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty! Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut the fuck up! Shut up, bitch! Know your role and shut your mouth!
I feel a bit better now.
Your body. And by the way, if I eat a lot of cheese, I have some problems. Let's put it that way. And the thing is, on that day, we're still doing the second half of my marathon, so it'd be pretty crazy if I eat that and then I have to be going to the bathroom every 5 minutes. So I'm probably not doing that, just full transparency here. That sounds pretty disgusting for a 40-year-old to be eating on stream, and I really don't want to have to be shitting my brains out all day long instead of having fun here on stream with you guys, okay? So that being said, I'm still considering, those are the two things you guys suggested so far. We still have today, we still have Thursday. Please continue to tell me if you know of anything else to try out. There's right now I have two considerations. Consideration number one would be Burger King and actually try this new chicken sandwich. That's number one. Number two, now listen to this, I would go to McDonald's, all right, and I would basically get like 3 of their most well-known products. Like maybe I would get a Big Mac, a quarter pounder with cheese, and like a third thing. I don't even know what their current chicken sandwich is or whatever.
Why are you buying 3 meals? Why would you buy 3 separate? Why? Why, Phil? You don't. No, Jesus Christ, man. I hope he loses a fucking foot. I hope that goddamn gout flares up so fucking bad if the doctor's like, you know what, let's just chop that bastard and foot off altogether. Fuck you and your fucking foot. You keep fucking going back to this shit. You shouldn't be fucking eating this shit, but you keep going back to it. If your fucking beloved DSP tries it, and this is the fucking price you pay. You mozzarella stick eating fuck.
And I would actually do like a triple taste test of the current notable products sold at McDonald's, because I don't think I've ever done that, right? Have I ever tried a Big Mac? No. And that's one of the most staple things at McDonald's. Is it any good in 2022 or is it shit, right? So it'd be something to think about, okay? Their current chicken sandwich is called the Crispy Chicken Deluxe. Oh, yeah? Interesting. Again, they change, just like Burger King, McDonald's tends to change it like every year, so you never know what the hell they have, all right? So that would be my suggestions for now, all right? I'm not saying we have to do those. I'm saying the Burger King new chicken sandwich seems interesting, or doing like a side-by-side comparison taste test of the top main food items at McDonald's could also be pretty interesting, okay? So that's what I'm considering for now. But if you guys have any further, suggestions or examples, please send them my way. And, weighing and balancing all of this for Friday, okay? So Friday, the big retro Adpocalypse Marathon, plus a live DSP Tries It, although there will be a big break in there for me to pick up my wife from work and get this food on the way home, okay? Then, starting on Saturday, we get into games. 4 straight days of nonstop gaming streams. And since we now know what I'm doing today, we now know what I'm doing on Saturday. The first stream on Saturday will be God of War Ragnarok. And the late stream on Saturday... Wow, I can't see. I felt it coming this time. I was able to turn. I'm sorry about that, but excuse me. But I'm glad
you could have fucking pressed. You had all that time to press the mute button. You fucking obnoxious dick, and you chose not to. You know what? Let me slightly turn to the fucking side so they can still hear me do this horrible body function. I could have fucking time to just very quickly press the fucking mute button and then fucking stop the sound from travelling down the airwaves across the fucking internet and inflicting this fucking sort of damage and fucking torture on my viewers' ears. But no, I'll just fucking slightly turn to the side instead and just fucking beat my fucking chest and then fucking get a big burp out there and then pretend to be fucking sorry about it. Just fucking hit the mute button, you fucking cunt.
Turned away from the mic. So the first stream on Saturday will be God of War Ragnarok, continuing on, which I'm very excited to go into. If you remember from when we were playing the other day, we're heading into a big side content area that looks like it could be really fun, and we have a new companion to the game. That's interesting, okay? And then Saturday night will be the continuation of Sonic Frontiers, where it looks like we're going to do that story-based World 4 and then head into World 5, the final world. That means that Sunday will then again be Pokemon and Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. That means Monday will be more God of War and Sonic Frontiers. And that means Tuesday will be more Pokemon and Modern Warfare 2, and that's the streaming week for me. The week after is the premiere and release of Callisto Protocol. So what I'm hoping is that if we haven't finished Sonic Frontiers, which I don't think we will in 4 hours, I'll likely do it as the major stream that Thursday to try to finish the game. And if it's done, that's good. Now it can be God of War Ragnarok and Callisto Protocol on the main streams alternated while we do Pokemon and Modern Warfare 2 on the late streams. Sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds like a good combination. So, yeah, that's what's coming up in the next couple of weeks, guys. Okay, I hope that sounds good to everybody. All right. The only other real housekeeping thing that I have to talk about as of today, if you can see down here, we have finally gotten to the point where all of the gifted memberships on the channel have expired. All those member bombs.
Not quite, Phil. I said this at the start of the stream, but you're going to lose like another 7 or so before the end of the month. You got 1 tomorrow randomly. Just keep in mind, this is just the gift. The gifted memberships. The things in green are gifted memberships in this fucking middle row here. These are all just gifted ones. It doesn't mean that people aren't going to fucking renew the memberships they fucking bought at their own fucking free will as well. So, Jordan thinks I heard member bots.
The only other real housekeeping thing that I have to talk about as of today, if you can see down here, we have finally gotten to the point where all of the gifted memberships on the channel have expired.
I'm beginning to think that, someone's laying the foundations for another fucking, massive member bomb thing. There's a couple of strange names I keep seeing in chat at Phil's end. So, plus the fucking thing yesterday, you know what I mean, where people, you know, Prophet said it earlier on that there was a big, he got sub-botted. So he's at 201k subscribers now. So a random extra fucking 1,000 subscribers, and it's like one of those things where it's like, are those going to be included and just being gifted random memberships? Just for whatever fucking reason, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this name here. Well, to be fair, this is the name that was at the start of the stream. This is the name, this is who Phil was talking to at the start of the stream. You know, because he was actually talking to him, I remember. So that's why it looks familiar, because Phil was actually talking to him before. But yeah, I'll have to wait and see. But there you go. Let's see how Phil tries to fucking make this into a positive.
All those member bombs, because there was like 3 or 4 of them. Tons of them were from Team Ico Gamer. There was one from Email. They have all expired. All right. So we are back down to the base level of members on DSP Gaming, which always was between 300 and 400 members before gifted memberships were launched earlier this year, and then we consistently had gifted members all the time. Okay, as you can.
I just love how Phil is openly admitting that from all those gifted memberships, not one. But he's like, he's lucky if any of them actually fucking, you know, showed any interest or desire to become members themselves. Phil always fucking kept like a pretense that, you know, is, oh, these gifted memberships, yes, it's fucking artificial growth, but from these fucking gifted, you know, from the gifted members, there'll be some people in there, they'll like the memberships and they'll want to become members themselves, so when it expires, they will, of their own free will, become members themselves. No, they fucking won't, Phil. Nobody fucking wants to. And why the fuck would they? If they can just wait for some fucking random guy with deep pockets to come along and gift another fucking membership bomb to get a free membership, then why the fuck would they fucking pay you any money to do it for you? There's no real benefits to them being members. They get no real fucking perks to being a fucking member. But they get to fucking ask you a question. They might get a fucking game nominated. So who the fuck cares? No, there's genuinely no fucking real incentive to become a fucking member. Not fucking worth paying you $4 for anyway. So they're just going to fucking wait for Email or fucking OIC or whoever the fuck wants to do it to turn up and gift members again. They did not want to fucking all their own free will become members themselves.
Can see, I have adjusted it appropriately, so now the goal is still within reach. We need about 125 members in order to hit the goal for the month. What is the goal for the month? The Christmas Marathon, in which I dress up in holiday attire. I actually drink the one time a year that I drink on stream. We have fun with games, okay, that you guys nominate and vote. There's usually festive events taking place, like a special Feasting with the King, or a special DSP Tries It, or both. Okay, I want to do this year with you guys, but we need some support here when it comes to members. All right, so if you're not a member, what are you waiting for? You get a million benefits, like highlighted name in the chat and the comments of the videos, chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter, again in the chat or in the comments of videos, access to all of my emotes in the chat and the comments of videos. If you're here on the live streams, you don't have to abide by any slow mode rules. You can talk as much as you want. For special events such as Ask the King or the upcoming Christmas Marathon event, we just did this with the Halloween event, members get priority to get your question answered on a show, to get a game nominated for an event. In fact, Dead by Daylight was the game that was picked exclusively by members to be in the Halloween event, and it made it right in because of that, you see? So please consider becoming a channel member. There's so many benefits. It's cheaper than being a subscriber over on Twitch. It's only $4 as opposed to Twitch. It's $5 or more. It supports the channel in a big way. All right. And hey, it's the holiday season. Perhaps you would like to support your fellow viewer, someone else who also enjoys DSP Gaming and its content, right? It's a great way to do it. Gift a membership to your fellow viewer. People absolutely love that, right? So please consider it. There's, right now, no exaggeration, hundreds of people in the stream that are willing to accept a gifted membership. They're at the ready.
But there's hundreds of people in his stream not willing to fucking pay for it themselves. I fucking love this, man. He's so desperate for somebody to gift the memberships because he's fucking accepted the fact that no one wants to pay for it themselves. It's only fucking $4 and he does not fucking... He knows nobody actually wants to fucking part of their fucking money and just give him those $4 just to fucking have it become a member. And why would they? They know that if they wait long enough, somebody will gift more memberships again in a big fucking manner. They know if they wait, it will come.
Okay? So thank you in advance to anyone who considers contributing to this channel in any way and supporting it. I really appreciate that. Okay? All right. I think, honestly, I've covered pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. Oh, there's a few other things I should mention. Jade, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I've been forgetting to mention this the past couple of days. If you tip $8 or more in any given tip, you can ask my Magic 8 Ball a question. Okay? So, here's the question for today. Will we see the Pikachu hat on stream today during the Pokemon Scarlet playthrough? Ask again later. No, I'm asking again right now. Will we see the Pikachu hat today on the Pokemon Scarlet playthrough? My sources say no.
Oh my god. I mean, let's do us. That 8-Ball is wrong. His dent heads are going to fucking step up and make sure that Phil gets that fucking hat worn. There's too many of them not to fucking fall for it, you know what I mean? They're fucking going, oh, I get to name a Pokemon, please can't name this one. Snowcar, please can't name this one. 1 Minute Man, please can't name this one. DSP level 1 complete, well, you know, all those kind of things. They're going to fucking fall for it massively. And as Prophet demonstrated, I have my own 8-Ball chat command, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, but it's working right now, and he's using it to full effect. Didn't cost him a penny to use it. All you need to do is just type in a command. You can type in ! 8-Ball, ask a question, it should give you a response. A Phil style response.
So you can ask the Magic 8 Ball question too, if you tip $8 or more in a single tip. And if you tip $8, I have a new animation for the Magic 8 Ball, okay? I've only played it like once. So there's an actual specific animation if you tip 8 for the 8 Ball, okay? There you go. I think that's it. I think I covered everything. Because I was thinking, do I have other housekeeping things to talk about or whatever? Don't think so, right? So, okay, cool. Let's do some quick shout outs. So, by the way, yes, someone actually tipped overnight because they want to name a Pokemon. Now, I think they wanted to remain anonymous. Hold on a second. Yes, so here it is. I'm just going to read it. I would like for you to name a Pokemon Horntense. Doesn't matter which one. Whichever one seems like a Horntense to you. So what we will do as soon as we boot up the game and we start today, we will look at the Pokemon that I have, and you guys will be able to choose which Pokemon should be named Horntense. Okay? It's pretty funny. If you don't know what that's a reference to, last week, when a record number of Twitter employees were laid off by Elon Musk, all these different media outlets started covering the news and putting up stories that were not true. They didn't vet anything. They were so desperate to put up like, oh, here's a fucking, you know, oh my God, we're breaking news and we're the only ones who have this information. Watch us. And, you know, they're idiots, basically. You know, they're so greedy. They didn't fact check a damn thing. Okay? So, basically, they put up 2 stories, both with me in them, stating that I was one of the employees laid off from Twitter. Now, I didn't know that I worked for Twitter. Maybe I do. You know, I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm involved in, apparently, that I'm not even aware of. People say it all the time that I'm doing this and that. You know, who knows what stuff they've got me wrapped up in that I'm not aware of. So maybe I actually was involved working for Twitter. I don't know. I've never received any payment from them. But then again, there's many things I've done in my life that I never received appropriate compensation for as well.
He said life, that is part of a bingo. It's actually a bingo there, so there you go. Life is an R bingo, fantastic. And yeah, of course, Phil was trying to fucking claim, he's trying to use a fucking thing that happened with him getting, because, you know, the news said he worked for Twitter. And he's trying to fucking tie that into fucking people. People say I do things all the time. He was desperate to fucking drop in a WWE Champions reference in there. You can just tell he was desperate to try and include that reference as well to try and pretend, oh, people say I'm doing this and that all the time. Fuck off, Phil. That's a bingo. We are 7 away from a full house. And there's plenty of stream to go. It's going to be a lot of Q&A. So it could encourage a lot of kind of random things said. But there's no boring schedule talk. He's done all the schedule shit. It's just basically now just going to be like contributions and then it'll be a big Q&A shit until another like fucking 30, 40 minutes or something.
Well, we could talk about that. So you know, let's not get into that. But basically, one of the jokes was someone wrote a big post, like a social media post, saying, "My son Hortense said to me that I'm not valued and blah 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 blah. Now what will I do? What will I do? How do I break the news to my family? How will I provide for young Hortense moving forward?" And it was my picture that they used in the social media post. Hortense. What the fuck kind of name is Hortense? That's just hilarious. So this person wants me to name a Pokemon Hortense. I'm all for that. That's funny, man. We'll do that. We got to figure out what Pokemon looks like Hortense. I don't think we have a Pokemon that has like big horns yet. So I don't think we have one that maybe we should wait and name one today when we find one that's more appropriate for the name, right? I just have to take a look. So anyway, yes, absolutely, I will do that. Now, here's the thing I want to make clear, all right? I don't want people sending me tons of overnight contributions saying, hey, I want to name a Pokemon, I want to name a Pokemon. It should be during the live streams, because here's the thing, like I said, it's first come, first serve. And how is that fair if a bunch of people send me tips overnight and they're all competing for the same thing unawares? Like, let's say, for example, today I catch a Snorlax, and we don't name it during the stream. But then 4 people tip me overnight, all wanting to name the Snorlax. Well, that's not going to work. Only one person's going to get it, but how would you know that they got it if you're all doing it when the stream's not live? You would never know that. So all I would say is, please don't do that. You know, what I would say is the only time that I will accept it is like you absolutely know you cannot attend a stream, but you're watching the playthrough and you want to still contribute and maybe name a Pokemon, and this is the only way you can do it. But what I have to tell you, you have to be careful, because it's not necessarily going to count. It might be one that ends up not getting what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might, it's basically you're taking a risk doing it, because unlike the live stream where you're getting that instant confirmation that it worked and here you go, you won't know till the next Pokemon stream, right? Like after today, I'm not playing Pokemon again till Sunday. So if someone tips between now and Sunday, how the hell would you know if you're going to get it or not? You have no clue, right? So, I just want to forewarn everyone about this. I want everyone to be, you know, be careful. Don't go crazy. Don't think, oh, I'm watching the playthrough, let me send Phil $10 to $20 tips, or $25 tips, excuse me, to name 10 Pokemon, and then out of them, 9 of them end up, you know, you don't get them. I'd much prefer if you could do it, you know, during the stream. But if you absolutely can't, I don't want to lock people out from the ability to do it if that's what you're interested in, especially if you're invested, you like Pokemon, but you just can't be here live. I'll leave the door open for now. If we end up having problems with it, like if we really end up having serious problems with it, then I'm just going to say no. But for now, this person, you know, they're genuine. They say they don't know if they could be here today, and they wanted to do this. So, let's do it. Let's count it for today. I know this is weird because I never do this, but we're going to count this tip for today. Okay. And we will name a Pokemon Hortense today. We must work together as a, you know, group here and figure out what's the best Pokemon to name Hortense. We'll figure it out together, okay? I'm actually going to leave that notice there so I remember. And you guys remind me as well, all right? All right, now, continuing on here, on the YouTube side of things, our first contribution for today was from Shell Ryukin. If you guys remember, Shell Ryukin is the person who I used to play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike with. Over the years that I was playing the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, a lot of times he'd be like the only freaking person playing, and so we ended up playing ourselves in extended sets. He had a really good Dudley. Okay, so Shell Ryukin, how are you doing? First of all, happy holidays, right? We're about to head into the holiday season. I hope that you're doing well, you and yours, your family, or whoever. It's good to see you and hear from you. And thank you for...
I kind of zoned out for a while there because Phil was boring the shite at me, but did he say the word friend there? I'm sorry to rewind it, but I you know how you just kind of try and fucking pay attention to the guy, but you just zone out because he's so fucking boring.
I'm actually going to leave that notice there so I remember.
I have a feeling it said friend here, so just bear with me, guys.
And you guys remind me as well, all right? All right, now, continuing on here, on the YouTube side of things, our first contribution for today was from Shell Ryukin. If you guys remember, Shell Ryukin is the person who I used to play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike with over the years that I was playing the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection.
He's a person I used to play, not a friend he used to play with. He's a person I used to play with.
A lot of times he'd be like the only freaking person playing, and so we ended up playing ourselves in extended sets. He had a really good Dudley. Okay, so Shell Ryukin, how are you doing? First of all, happy holidays, right? We're about to head into the holiday season. I hope that you're doing well, you and yours, your family, or whoever. It's good to see you and hear from you. And thank you for the super chat. Let's see what Shell Ryukin has to say. He says, hey, I hope you're doing well. It was fun playing you in Third Strike all of those times. Hope that you enjoyed Pokemon Scarlet like I did with Pokemon Violet. Awesome. So he's playing Pokemon Violet. Sweet. There's not much of a difference, right? I guess what it is there's certain set Pokemon that are different in each game. Like, I think Scarlet has ancient Pokemon.
This guy is this guy actually seems like a bit of a friend, but Phil refuses to call him a friend. It's bizarre. It's really fucking strange.
But Violet has, I guess, I don't know, modern, futuristic Pokemon. I don't get it. Someone tried to explain it to me. I was like, huh? But I guess that's the only difference. And of course, the legendary is different, right? But outside of that, they're pretty much identical, correct? So, thank you. Good to see you. Happy holidays to you. Evil Gandhi has become a channel member. Thank you to Evil Gandhi for your membership this morning. Jay says, I'm cool. How is your voice today? Well, as you can hear, I can talk normally. However, that's okay. I can do a...
Please fucking stop. Just fucking stop.
Shut up, bitch!
A little bit of high-pitched stuff. But it's still swollen a little bit. It's totally not as bad as the past couple of days. But definitely, I can't do all high-pitched stuff with my voice like I used to be able to. Whenever it swells up, it takes a while to fully like get back to normal. And at least I can talk, but yeah, it won't be until like tomorrow. I won't have to talk that much. Thanksgiving is a half day for me.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, the Prophet, for Super Chat. He says he doesn't need friends, dude. He has a wife. It's an excellent fucking point. Phil has alluded to in the past how he does not need any friends. He's not looking for friends because he has a wife, and that is literally all that's good for him. That's all he needs, apparently. So, yeah, Phil has... And, of course, Phil would also use the excuse he has no time to make friends anyway because he's working 6 days a week. You know, and the 7th day he's always so busy with his day off running errands and all that jazz, so... Phil would argue that he has no goddamn time for friends anyway and all that shit. Which is just fucking sad as fuck. Because also, if there's people in your life you care about, the whole fucking point is you try and make time for those people you care about in your fucking life. Phil was just too fucking lazy to try and fucking... Well, let's be honest, he's got nothing to gain either. With Howard and fucking Rambo, you know, obviously, they were kind of friends, but at the same time, though, Phil found a way to use them for profit. It sounds a bit fucking mean for me to just fucking lay it out that way, but Phil absolutely fucking made money on the back of that relationship. He monetized that relationship. And he fucking tried to squeeze every fucking penny he could out of that relationship to the point where it became the main focus of the relationship without him fucking being aware of it, probably. And fucking, Howard and John and like just fucking, hey, fucking, like, we don't want to fucking make content. We're just fucking seeing how you're doing. Anytime we get in touch with you, you fucking want to try and make content. We don't want to do it. And basically Phil's fucking, absolute desire to try and make money off them every fucking chance he got, because they were barely the fucking, he barely knew anyone else he made videos with. Those were the only fucking guys he knew, really. And so he kept trying to fucking make videos with them. That's what I'm saying, though. Phil ruined that relationship, that friendship, because of the fucking greed, because he just fucking wanted to, he took a friendship and he shat over it and fucking monetized the crap out of it every chance he got. And to this day, I'm pretty sure Phil's not even aware of how much of an arsehole he was to those two. Even when he fucking watched the fucking, the video, the John and Howard video, he watched it and reacted to it and all that shit, fucking fake reaction, because he made notes and all that shit, so it wasn't really a reaction. I don't think he's aware of how much of an absolute dick he was to those two.
So you know what I mean? Maybe after a couple of days there, maybe by like Friday, it'll feel a little better. Oh, by the way, then Friday I'm doing my React Marathon, which means it'll probably go right back to being screwed up again, right? Probably. Anyway, but it's doing better. So, thank you, Jay. Alright, so guys, this is, I know this is unprecedented. Alright, I know this is going to blow all of you away. But I don't have any gaming news to talk about today. I don't really have anything to talk about today. We got through it. Like, that was what I talked about were my topics for today. So, that being said,
hold on. Is he actually just going to fucking start gameplay early? That would be unprecedented. I have a feeling he's not even going to suggest Q&A. I have a feeling he's just going to suggest we'll just start gameplay.
Hold on. Oh, okay, no problem. You know what's funny? Here's just a quick thing to mention. So many years ago, as you guys know, I was partnered with a couple different partnership companies on YouTube. I was with Machinima for a very, very long time. And then I went to Curse for about a year, a little over a year. All right. And then after that, since then, I've never been partnered with anyone. I don't care. Like, there's just no point in being partnered anymore. You get no benefit from it. But during those time periods, when I was with those companies, they provided you with assets to use in your content. All right. Sometimes it would be like overlays. Sometimes it would be graphics. And notably, one of the things that they provided was a royalty-free music database where if you use the music, you'd be fine. You would never have an issue with a claim or anything in your YouTube videos, okay? Now, keep in mind, this was many years ago. And it was, by the way, it was supposed to be in perpetuity. It wasn't supposed to be, oh, you have to be partnered with us forever. It said, you know, once you use that, you're basically fine, okay? It's full of shit. I've been noticing over the last couple of weeks, old vlogs, we're talking episodes of DSP Tries It from 5, 6, 7 years ago, all right, are now all getting claimed on YouTube, and I'm losing all ad revenue on them. Not to say I was making a lot. Let's be honest here. Who's going back and watching all my DSP Tries It episodes from the past? Maybe a small handful of people even go back and never watch.
I mean, I know one person that does it regularly. Shout out to Give More Blood who does it for his streams. I'm not saying Give More Blood is fucking responsible for doing anything that in particular, you know, shenanigans wise, but he does make a point of watching all DSP Tries It episodes and counting all the finger wipes and all that shit. It's kind of, yeah. Amron has it spot on. Detractors are basically the ones that do watch the DSP Tries, and of course Piece of Piece as well. Piece of Piece as well does it sometimes, doesn't he? In between waiting for Phil, you know, at the end of the stream and the daily crap. I'm pretty sure he does it sometimes as well, where he just shows it. And obviously, mere casual sometimes, of course, yeah.
Watch those, right? But the point was, when I used those songs, those royalty-free sound effects and songs for my edited content back then, it was supposed to be in perpetuity. You're fine. You don't have to worry about ever getting claimed. That was the whole point of using it. Like you were.
Oh yeah, but then fucking Machinima went to a fucking business pal. So the fact of the matter is, Machinima don't exist anymore, so they don't have the rights to that music perhaps anymore if they don't fucking exist anymore, which means that the fucking rights, not shit, change. The holder of that music may change. So yeah, Prophet thinks he's lying. He thinks he's lying here in his videos are just being age restricted by YouTube. That's a possibility. But I'm more inclined to believe Phil's being genuine in this manner. I've used music in the past as well, which was initially royalty free. I used to do fucking FIFA fucking videos, man. I used to do like FIFA videos sometimes, you know, fucking FIFA 12, FIFA 13, whatever. So I made that fucking years and years and years ago. And I purposely sought out music which was copyright free, like royalty free, you know, like just people, basically fan made music, whatever, you know, on YouTube. And I'd often like, you know, reach out to them and ask, you know, as well, alright, I use this, and you know, some of them would respond, some of them wouldn't, you know what I mean? But the whole point of the music was, it was like, you know, meant to be, you know, you can use this music for your stuff, whatever, and you won't get claimed. And years later, a couple of them did get claimed because the music was no longer, you know, just, you know, up for grabs for anyone. It was like a case of, you know, you cannot monetize this video anymore because of, you know, you don't have the rights to the music. Which is like, I didn't really bother me anyway, because my fucking gaming shit was shit. I made no money from the gaming fucking videos. You know, I didn't have fucking much of a YouTube audience back then in the day. I was fucking small timers. I didn't get enough fucking traction to make any money in YouTube from the fucking videos, so there's no fucking real point to monetizing that crap anyway. Stevie is wondering why would he use music anyway? He doesn't edit stuff to the point where it would require it, and all his other music is fan made shit. Probably for intros. It could be a wee fucking bit of music for the you know, the intros or some pish, you know what I mean? And Prophet says, yeah, Machinima no longer owns the rights, so I'm probably right in that matter. Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking if it's Machinima specifically. And also they're gone now. So I'm just thinking who owns the fucking, you know, the rights to that fucking music catalogue, and it's up to them to decide whether fucking music is still free for use or whatever, or if they want to fucking say, if anyone uses this music, we can perhaps claim money in it. And that's Machinima had a lot of people under their fucking, you know, umbrella, so it's one of those things where there's potential a lot of, you know, money to be made if they're fucking picking and choose, you know, if they're fucking, you know, if it's certain content creators that have that old music on their own content as well from back in the day. Not a huge amount of money, you know what I mean, but it would all fucking add up for sure.
Promised this. But here's the thing. Things fall apart, right? Machinima doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if Curse even exists anymore in any form. And who even knows? Like, the rights to songs and royalties get passed around. And apparently what's happening is several different sound effects and background musics that I used in videos over the years are all getting claimed on YouTube. So now every day I'm getting a couple. Where it's like, oh, your old DSP Tries It from 2015. Some old Burger King sandwich has now been claimed on YouTube. Don't worry, it's still visible, but you make no money on it anymore. And it's like, you just can't trust anything. You really can't. Because the thing with business is that things change over time, and even if you're promised something today, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to last forever, even if you're told it is, because we were outright told as partners of those companies, don't worry, you know, the rights are secured, you will have access to this forever, you'll never have your video lose the right, because that was a lot of people's concern back then. Like, if I'm going to put out a big video, a big edited video, and it's a big piece of work for me, and by the way, that's not necessarily me, we're talking, let's say a big YouTuber, let's say Angry Joe, right? He's putting out one of his giant reviews. This is going to probably get millions of views. It's going to make him a lot of money. He wants people to be able to watch it over the years. Well, what if in 2 years down the line, he was promised this music he used in it was royalty free, and then it all gets claimed and he loses the rights to his video? It's fucked up. And that's what seems to be happening in a lot of cases with stuff on YouTube, is that companies go out of business, rights get lost, and now you get screwed, right? Personally, it's not a giant deal for me. It's not going to affect anything in any big way. My videos get claimed every single day.
Not a giant deal. It's not a deal whatsoever for you. Like, Chris Wellers, you'll be lucky to get a fucking dozen views on some of these fucking videos per month, Phil. And your fucking massive back catalogue of fucking videos, do you expect somebody to go back to fucking 2015 or whatever, or 2000, whatever fucking year it is, these old ass fucking videos? Detractors usually are fucking seeking these videos out. And they will stream into a wider audience, but they won't be fucking, they'll probably just, fucking keep the direct link to themselves just so they can show off the content on their streams to their audience. Jesus Christ, man. Phil thinking, Machinima said it was in perpetuity and forever, not shooting as well as I should be safe forever. I should be able to make money in this thing forever. This amazing, incredible bit of fucking video content production I've made where I stuff this fucking burger into my face from Burger King. What do you mean I can't make money in it anymore? Come on, man. It's only been 8 fucking years since I uploaded it. Prophet says he doesn't lose a video, he'll still get super thanks from those, just not ad revenue. That's a good fucking point as well. It's still eligible for super thanks if people fucking want to. Well, that's if it's on DSP Gaming. Keep in mind, obviously, he still has content and a whole backlog of content on the King of Hate vlogs. Actually, it has to be on DSP Gaming, doesn't it? I don't think it has super thanks and super chats enabled on the King of Hate vlogs. I don't know if it has it enabled on KO Gaming, and certainly I don't think it'll have it enabled on Darkside Phil, the original YouTube channel. So I think it has to be only DSP Gaming itself, maybe, where you can get like super thanks, maybe. I might be wrong in that, but I think that might be the only eligible one. Stevie Dead says, Tenor says there's a line following in perpetuity that reads something like, as long as Machinima exists and still own the rights. No, fuck knows, we'll never know. You know what it feels like, he's paraphrasing everything, and unless we see a contract ourselves, we'll never know. We've only got Phil's word for it, and Phil's word is not worth a damn thing.
Be surprised, I'm not even exaggerating. I wouldn't be surprised if you look at the body of work I've done on YouTube, which is probably like, no exaggeration at this point, probably like 100,000 videos, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if like 40%, like 40,000 videos have been claimed and I don't make money on them. That would not shock me if that was the statistic. There's no way to figure that out, but I would not be shocked if that were the case. YouTube is so rampant in just allowing this kind of nonsensical abuse of their system. Everyone claims everything. And by the way, I don't get notification for most.
Well, if you don't have the rights to the fucking music, are you saying you own the rights to the fucking music you used? No, you don't. You had an old contract which is not fucking valid anymore with Machinima, because Machinima don't fucking exist anymore. They do not own the rights to the fucking music, and so that contract you had with them is fucking worthless because they're gone, they're dead. Machinima's gone. They don't own the rights to the fucking music that they gave you for this fucking video. And all those other fucking videos you used. Fuck's sake, Phil. Chris Tank says, all this is just stealth begging, victim begging in one way or another. Exactly, that's my fucking take on it as well. It's a fucking reason to try and guilt trip the fucking morons into giving them more fucking money. Please pity me, woe is me, I'm not getting fucking pennies anymore in these old ass videos that no one really fucking cares about. Please give me money now and make me feel better.
Of it. I don't get emails or anything about that stuff. It's rare. In this case, the reason I'm getting it is because these are videos getting clicked on my vlogging channel, and I do happen to get emails for that. But here on DSP Gaming, I don't get notices on anything. And with all the videos I upload, I guarantee you, daily, you know what? You want to test that theory? Watch this. Just on a whim. So I'll open up my channel dashboard. Okay? Just this morning, wow. A copyright owner claimed content on your video, WWE 2K16 My Career Mode Part 38. View your options. Visibility has been completely blocked. No one can see the video. Video cannot be monetized. Video cannot be seen or monetized. Why? Because an intro cinematic from the show NXT, that's one of WWE's television shows, is used in the game. So because it's just the logo NXT flashes across the screen, the video is completely blocked. No one can ever see that playthrough ever again.
Phil, that's not trolls to blame or whatever, that's... Yeah. Why? So, how about this, Phil? You edit out. Is it not giving you an option to edit out that portion of the fucking video? I'm pretty certain that it gives you options usually to fucking edit out parts of the fucking video which do bring up these copyright claims. It's like, for fucking audio issues, for example, it's like, oh, do you want to mute this part of the fucking video where it appears or whatever? I'm sure for video fucking things as well. It's, yeah, but, well, he's not going to do anything because it requires fucking effort and he's a lazy bastard.
That makes total sense, doesn't it? I mean, that's total fair use, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, YouTube is such a broken system with this shit. How does that make sense? It's a fucking logo on the screen in a video game I paid for. It's a let's play of the game. How is my video blocked worldwide for a 10-second splashing of a fucking logo? Here's one from...
I mean, if you really are fucking upset with WWE, Phil, you could boycott WWE Champions as a fucking, just a stand, you know what I mean? Just stand your ground and stop supporting WWE Champions. If you're that fucking annoyed with their fucking, strict copyright fucking procedures and all that shit, just really fucking just put your foot down and say, you know what, I'm not going to fucking play this game for at least 20 minutes now, and fucking, and I'm so annoyed with WWE right now, I'm not going to play that game for 20 whole goddamn minutes. And then as we fucking, hands was shaking, his feet would jiggle and he'll get withdrawal symptoms because 10 minutes will pass and he'll fucking checking his watch every fucking 10 seconds, wondering is it 20-minute shit, is it 20-minute shit, is it 20-minute shit. I think he's desperate to play a fucking game because he's not fucking played in at least taking him 10 minutes. He gets fucking withdrawal symptoms very fucking easily in that fucking game. Nah, he's not going to fucking do that shit. He's going to keep playing that fucking game. He's going to keep fucking pouring fucking thousands of money per month into that fucking game.
A couple days ago, UFC 2 Ultimate Team Mode Part 3. I click on it. This one, the visibility is still public, but monetization ineligible. Why? Because it contains 2 songs. Face of Battle by Christopher Andrew Patrick Elliott and Here to Party from Alexander David Batchel.
You really should have disabled the music then, Phil. I mean, what do you expect to happen? Because you know for a fact, Phil, if you use fucking other artists' work, whether it's fucking WWE who own the rights to fucking NXT fucking videos and logo shit, and whether it's that or if it's fucking musicians, artists, whatever bands, if you're having their music in your content, it's their fucking music. Just because you bought the fucking game doesn't give you a right to fucking use their music to fucking monetize your videos with. You know this, Phil. Why do you think you have to disable fucking music when you play GTA games? You know this, Phil. You don't have a fucking free pass here to just fucking... No, this is not just Phil Burnell gets fucked by... No, this is a fucking rule for every single fucking YouTuber out there. This is not just Phil Burnell gets fucked by some fucking music people. No. Every single YouTuber has to adhere to these same rules. They're fucking hit by the same fucking, rules. If they're guilty of the same thing that Phil does, they will get hit with the same thing Phil does. There is no fucking special fucking feeling sorry for Phil moment here. He is just doing the exact same thing that would happen to anyone else. He's his own person to blame as him. He has caused these strikes on his channel because he did not take the fucking care to make sure it was all safe for YouTube. He did not put in the fucking effort to make sure that there was fucking nothing that would be potentially getting flagged up for trouble on that fucking video. No, he just fucking plays the fucking game and then as soon as he's fucking done, hits stop record, fucking throws it on YouTube. That's it. Doesn't try and proof watch it, doesn't fucking make sure it's okay. No, he'll just throw that bastard straight up on YouTube and not even fucking pay attention to it anymore in future. He won't even watch it again. When Phil, how much of his content, here's a question for you. Phil has been doing this for 14 years, at least, right? 14 years Phil Burnell has been making videos on YouTube. How much of his own content do you think he's consumed? When I make videos for YouTube, I tend to fucking proof watch them before I throw them online. And it's just one of those things where it's like I fucking want to make sure the thing I'm fucking putting on my channel is fucking, there's got no mistakes now, whatever. Sometimes there's a mistake here and there, just because I'm a dumb bastard. But it's one of those things where you want to make sure that the thing you're putting on YouTube is, watchable and it's worthwhile and all that shit, and so you want to make sure people aren't going to be fucking watching. But how much of his own content do you think he even consumes himself? I would be willing to bet it's less than 1 fucking %. He doesn't watch his own content and expects you to watch it. Well, not you specifically, but you get what I'm saying.
So because it has those 2 songs, they own the rights to my video, not me. Right. And again, UFC 2? When the hell did I upload that video? 5, 6, 7 years ago? When's the last time I played a fucking UFC game? Right? Here's another one. Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition Playthrough Part 14. Still visible but ineligible for monetization literally every song in it. Shake It Up from the Scarface soundtrack, Rush Rush from the Scarface soundtrack, I'm Hot Tonight from the Scarface soundtrack, She's on Fire by Amy Holland, and Scarface Push It to the Limit. Every one of those songs got claimed, entire video claimed.
Whoa, Phil. No. You cannot fucking use this. You knew these videos would get claimed. You were fully aware when you played this game, you're not going to get ad revenue in this game because of the fucking music. You intentionally and purposefully left the radios on, left the music on, so you could give the full experience to the viewer. You didn't want to fucking detract the fucking experience of, denying them the music and all that shit. You purposefully left the music in the game. And you were hoping that people would fucking, because you fucking kept saying, I'm not going to get ad revenue from these videos, so please support it, guys. You used that on every single Grand Theft Auto stream. Every single one. You used the fucking reason, guys, I'm not going to get ad revenue in these videos because I'm got the radio playing, not shit. You were fucking using it as a fucking tool to try and elicit some more pity money from your viewers because you kept reminding them you were going to get no ad revenue from those videos because of the fucking music. And now, fucking today, you're fucking saying I don't get fucking money in these videos because of the music. Well, no shit, Phil. You left the fucking music on, intentionally, purposefully, knowing, full awareness of the fact that you were not going to make money in those videos because of the fucking music.
Can't ever make money on that video. You see? That's YouTube. And this happens literally every single day. Like, literally every day. Videos get blocked, claimed, and what can I do about it? You don't want to sit here and argue? Fuck it. Let them take it, right? Just take my content. That's what I mean. Like, just think about this. 14 years I've been a YouTuber, right? 100,000 videos. I basically don't own the rights to half of them because of the way YouTube works. It's just, how is that legal? It's a question. The answer is it's not. It's not legal. But no one takes YouTube to task for it because no one wants to shoot the mouth that feeds them or shoot the hand that feeds them. You know what I mean? No one wants to make YouTube do the right thing because they're afraid if they force YouTube to do the right thing, it'll just fuck things up even worse for everybody. Like, people like having the creative freedom they have to put out what they want, and they don't want YouTube to then fuck it up even further with stuff. You know what I'm saying? How is it not legal? Because there's no court of law on the planet Earth that will state because you used a piece of someone's work in a bigger creative work, they own your whole creative work. That's insanely stupid. At most, in a court of law, they would hash out they own a percentile of it. In fact, that was one of the announcements they made, 1 month or 2 ago? They claimed that next year, YouTube is going to change the system. And the way it's going to work is if someone content ID claims a video, they will not own your whole video. Basically, it's going to break it up into percentiles based on the type of content used. So for music, they'll only own a certain percentile. For video, they'll own a certain so that way you can actively make content using someone else's work. They will get paid for it. So think about this. Let's say, again, the example of Angry Joe. Let's say Angry Joe makes a video and he really wants to use a licensed song in it. He really feels that song would add to the video. He can use it without permission. But what happens is his video will get claimed and a percentage of the profits made on his video get paid to that rights holder for the song. So they get paid for the use of their song while he still overall retains the ownership of his video and still gets to make some money on it. Right now, it's not like that. Literally right now, it's you lose all rights. Someone else owns your content. That makes no sense at all. In any legal capacity, that would never hold up in court. No one judge, not one jury would look at that and say, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. You're out of your mind, right? Legolas says there was a lawsuit to determine they had to issue a claim only in good faith after researching it, but the companies don't do that at all. It's too expensive to sue them. Exactly. Who's going to sue everyone and take them to court? There you go. I was supposed to say percentage, not percentile. Okay. My apologies. I misspoke. I didn't even realize.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Stevie Dead was losing his goddamn mind in this chat because he kept saying percentile instead of percentage. And someone actually called him out in his own chat about it. So there you go, Stevie Dead. Someone called him out and corrected Phil, and Phil apologised for using the wrong word.
There you go. I was supposed to say percentage, not percentile. Okay. My apologies. I misspoke. I didn't even realize I used the word at all. So, okay.
Do you not even think about the words you're fucking saying, Phil? In fact, this clip is extremely relevant now.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
I am so glad that Dashi recommended me to use that fucking clip for the soundboard because god damn it really fits, particularly in situations like this where Phil tries to sound like a smart boy but he uses words fucking terribly. That clip is fucking top tier for moments like this.
Alright, by the way, shout out to Rapper, who became a channel member this morning. I should double check because I actually forgot to check members this morning. Let me just see if this is the correct total. Because now we have to actively start tracking daily since we are trying to hit the monthly goal.
I don't think he's probably gone up by at least one. He has 2 new members at this fucking point in time in the video because I've seen him pop up in the chat earlier on. So he's probably going to be at 355 or 356. I would love it if he went down though. I would love it.
Next week. You know, I would really hope that we're going to get some people becoming members and or gifting memberships in the next day or so. Or not day or so, but week or so. Obviously, I really want to do the Christmas event. And I've done my absolute best to try to keep the members goal reasonable. You know?
No, you haven't. You fucking want 150 odd, 125 members in a week. You've been asking for 125 extra members all month long, and you've not been getting it. Is that not a fucking sign, Phil, that they don't want to fucking, it's too high a goal? You should have fucking lowered the goal each time. So instead of fucking asking for an extra 125, ask for an extra 100. And now when that doesn't work, ask for an extra 50. Just any growth is better than no fucking growth at all. You've got the bar way too fucking high.
We're at 353.
He dropped. He got 2 new members and dropped to 353. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. And he's still going to lose more members as well. He's not today, but in a couple of days' time, I think it's the 26th, he's going to lose 6 more members from a bomb alone. Plus any more that I just don't get renewed in time. But yeah, Phil actually might drop below 350 before the end of the month if nobody gives him a big membership bomb.
See, I didn't even check it this morning. We had lost a couple more. We're at 353 right now.
You didn't even check it this morning. You usually do, you lazy bastard.
Okay? So like I said, we need about 120 members. We could do that. Absolutely, we could do that in the next week. With the Ask the King on Thanksgiving, with the Apocalypse Marathon on Friday, with 4 straight days of new games. I'm sure we could hit it. So I'm feeling positive about it that we're gonna have this Christmas event. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. That's everything I had to talk about today. I even had a little rant about YouTube. So if you guys want to ask me a question, please tag me in the chat. Toss the question my way. Let's see what you guys want to talk about today, and we'll go from there. All right. If we want to end up a little earlier, we will. We'll see. Did I hear of Sargon? He sued another YouTuber who struck his video and recouped legal costs in the lawsuit. No, I did not hear about that. Nope. Good for him. Seriously, good for him. Enough of this bullshit. Enough of this fucking nonsense of people just completely abusing copyright law. It happened to me this year, where I had used content. I had outright legal permission to use the content. I had evidence of ongoing conversations with said person that they had designed the content exclusively for use on my channel. And then they hit me with false copyright strikes after the fact. I should sue them. If I was rich, I would. I would sue the fuck out of them just to prove a point that you can't abuse this shit. And if you try, you're going down. And then people wouldn't abuse it anymore if they realized, oh fuck, if we abuse copyright, we could actually be sued for money and go to jail. But I can't do that. I don't have that kind of power, Do I still have access to the original Darkside Phil account? Yes, I do. Yep. I do. I never use it. I barely ever log in or anything, but I do have access to it over there. I could, well, you know what I'm gonna have to do in early 2022? In early 2023, I'm likely gonna have to log in to all my channels again, even the ones I'm not using. Reason being, YouTube is retooling their partner program because now they want everyone to be able to monetize shorts. So when they do that, they have to rewrite their partner program terms to include shorts in it. So I guess they're gonna have a new system or a new agreement for everyone in early 2023. So likely I'm gonna have to log in to all my channels just to click on yes, I accept. Would I be open to playing Resident Evil 1 again at some point? Yes, absolutely. I would love to replay Resident Evil 1. Oh, I know nothing about the World Cup. You're asking the wrong person. Retro Parasite, yes. I was trying to keep it a surprise, Retro Parasite, but since you brought it up today, I'll bring it up now. So Retro Parasite has contacted me, okay? Get this, ladies and gentlemen. This is only for those of you who are here, all right? It's a little special thing. I didn't even want to announce it. I just wanted to do something special for those who are fans of mine rather than getting artificial people coming to the stream. Are you ready for this? Retro Parasite and a friend of his are donating a copy of Pokemon Violet digitally to my audience. So when we boot up and we're about to start, I'm going to read out a code here live. I guess this is a...
Such a cheap bastard, man. His audience are responsible for his giveaways. He's going to try... I wonder if he's going to try and claim some sort of fucking bragging rights to doing a giveaway when he's not been responsible for fucking sourcing the fucking game. Someone else is doing the fucking giveaway on his fucking behalf. They're using his fucking platform to give a game away. Which is nice of them. Shout out to his fucking 2 denheads in the audience who want to do something nice for our fellow audience members. I am fully on board with that. But Phil, let's be honest here, Phil is in a position where he should be doing a lot more for his audience in terms of giving them, especially this time of year. I mean, I'm not trying to fucking draw comparisons or trying to make myself sound like a fucking better person, but I fucking make far less than Phil Bonnell does. And yeah, I'm still offering cash incentives if we get a full house and a bingo card. I'll try and give back to you guys. Because you guys have been so fucking generous for me, you guys have been so good for me. You know what I mean? Just because you've been very supportive, and so much so that I always feel bad. Because it's like, I want to win bingos more often, I want to get full houses more often, so I can give back to you guys more often. And good point. That one guy says, I said friend. Let's rewind it.
Getting artificial people coming to the stream. Are you ready for this? Retro Parasite and a friend of his.
Friend of his. That is a single bingo. I thought it was a double bingo, just one single bingo. But that is a bingo right there on the left hand side. Thank you very much, that one guy, for reminding me that Phil had said friend. Good stuff. But yeah, you get what I'm saying though, when I was fucking ranting and raving away there. That's a bingo, correct. But yeah. But you get what I'm saying though, I'm a far smaller channel than Phil's is, and yet I fucking... The amount of fucking, as I said, you guys are incredibly fucking supportive, you know, it blows my mind, and I'm always fucking trying to give back to you guys, and I want to try and win bingo more often, just so you guys have a chance to, I can give back to you guys, because you guys are also kind and giving to me. So, but Phil doesn't ever think that. Phil's like, I need money, I want money, he knows he's always fucking saying I've got bills, but then fucking see what he does with his money though. He's playing the champions all the fucking time, he's blowing thousands of dollars in that fucking mobile game. Instead of fucking blowing thousands of dollars that fucking mobile game every single month, he could be doing his own giveaways. He could be fucking really doing his own reputation in the world of fucking good. And he would probably benefit from it. He probably would be getting a lot more support from people in general if he is showing more support and showing more love to his audience. He takes from them. He takes and he takes and he takes from them, and he's always taking, and he's never given back. You will try and claim him making the fucking videos as him giving back. No, that's your fucking job, Phil. You're trying to fucking entertain people with a shit. This is your goddamn job. Jesus fucking Christ, man. It blows my fucking mind. And yeah, France scored again, 4-1. Yeah, Australia are definitely not... It started well for Australia as well, but yeah, France are really stepping up the gears now, and it might... With 20 minutes to go, that might turn into a bit of a cricket score. But you get what I'm saying? I'm just amazed at Phil. He's got all these opportunities to really give back to his audience, and he intentionally ignores it because he's greed. He's always looking out for his own interests. Not only making sure he's okay, he has enough money to be okay. He has enough money to be comfortable. He uses the excess money on WWE champions and other shit like that, like fucking DoorDash and Total Gin and Total Wine or whatever. You get what I'm saying though? It's like, it just blows my mind why he just never gives back properly to his audience.
Are donating a copy of Pokemon Violet digitally to my audience. So when we boot up and we're about to start, I'm going to read out a code here live. I guess this is a Nintendo shop code, and someone live on stream will get Pokemon Violet for free. So if you have a Switch, or maybe you're sitting at your PC, I don't know how you enter the codes for Nintendo, I have no clue. I'm going to give that out once we start today. So huge shout out to Retro Parasite. It's a really nice thing he's doing for the holiday season. I guess he got an extra copy digitally, and I'm going to read the code out. First come, first serve, but that's going to happen when I start the game, okay? So that's coming. But that's the thing. Imagine if I fucking posted it up everywhere. I'm giving out a game today. You'd have fucking a million idiots here just for the game, and you know what I mean? I don't want that element. I just wanted to announce it just for my fans. So, there you go. Can I re-upload my old Red Dead and Final Fantasy 13 playthroughs? Well, interestingly enough, Lilith, remember when we were cleaning out my closet back in the summer, I found my old original hard drives where I stored my old videos, and I found a power adapter that works with it. But I didn't test them, and I haven't had an opportunity to test them, quite frankly. Just haven't had any time. So I might have the backup.
Well, you've had time. You've demonstrated perfectly well. You've had tons of fucking time. You just didn't bother your arse to check. Just say you fucking forgot. I'd have far more respect for you, Phil, if you just fucking said you forgot to check them. You had everything there ready to check them, and you just haven't checked it yet. But nah, he's fucking going to pretend I'm so fucking... No, Phil, you're not that fucking busy. You had so much fucking time, it takes you fucking 5 minutes to fucking plug it in and check if it works or not. You have time, you just didn't fucking remember. Wardle Reader says, so basically anyone who's wanted to try and steal the other Pokemon game, get your Switches ready. I'll keep in mind that I'm not live. I'm like 20 minutes behind, so if you're on here waiting for Phil to read the code and you're gubbed because I'm miles behind. But I would hope though that a detractor will beat someone to the punch. I would love it if that happens. I would love it. I still remember when they called me TXT, well-known detractor. I don't know if he's still called that anymore, but yeah, he stole a code. I didn't say steal a code, but he didn't steal one. He was in the audience along with all of our fans on Twitch, and he got the code entered before anyone else. So, very prominent detractor managed to get the code that Phil done a giveaway for. And Phil was so pissy about it, and so was his audience. But the day, he won the code, and he got the code first. He got it entered first. But there you go. That was pretty funny, I thought.
Okay, what I would ideally like to do is eventually do a new playthrough of Final Fantasy 13. And, I've already done Red Dead Redemption. That I've already redone. That's done. But Final Fantasy 13 is a game I think I would like to actually redo one day. Okay? With modern, direct capture, modern commentary. It would be a very different kind of playthrough. Okay? Look at this again. Are you kidding me? DSP tries it. The Taco Bell Naked Chicken Chalupa has just been claimed on YouTube for use of music. Yeah. So what's going to happen, basically, is any video over the years that I used background music in is going to get claimed. And there's nothing I can do. So basically, all of DSP tries it. That entire time I was at Machinima doing DSP tries it, and I had the rights to use music, now they're going to take those rights away. And I'm going to lose the rights to all my DSP tries it videos. Isn't that nice? Ugh. 672 says a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to efficiently speak to an audience, to entertain viewers, and be decent at playing at a game at the same time. How annoying it is when people tend to hang on your speaking mistakes. Yeah, I do my best. I think I do an okay job. I certainly am not the most eloquently spoken person out there. At the same time, I try to speak at least in a half-intelligent manner when I'm here on my streams, so that it doesn't sound like I'm a buffoon. I try to use phrases and words that, make sense. But, but it's hard. Sometimes I do trip over my own words. Sometimes I misspeak. It happens all the time because, I'm trying to say something fast, or I'm in the middle of doing something else. You get distracted. You're absolutely right. It's not easy.
That happens all the time for one simple reason.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
That is specifically the sole reason why it happens to you all the fucking time, Phil.
How many channels do I own and run now? Not that many. I think I have the three main ones. I have 4. Because our active channel, DSP Gaming. All right, then you got the archive logging channel. You got KO Gaming, that's been an archive channel for a million years. And then you got the original Dark Side Phil. The old vlogging channel, the original one, has been gone for many years. And the other two channels that I had, Red Dead DSP and Final Fantasy 13 or whatever, those have been hacked and gone. I do also have DSP Street Fighter, but that channel is insanely ancient. I do nothing with it. It's just an archive of like 2 years of me doing fighting game stuff. And do I own it? Yes. Do I use it? No. And I probably would never use it ever again. So that would be something though if I brought it back. Imagine if I brought back DSP Street Fighter for Street Fighter 6. Jeez, that would be interesting. Reviving like a 10-year-old dead channel for Street Fighter 6. There were people subscribed to that channel for 10 years ago. Like, what the fuck is this? There's videos? You're shitting their pants. Like, what the frick? In reality, the way YouTube works, and this is actually true and a lot of people don't realize it, when you have an older channel, it's actually better just to create a whole new one if you want to hit the algorithm and have a chance of being like seen and being viral. If you use an old channel, you actually have zero chance. I'm serious. Like, older channels get pushed way out of the algorithm unless they're popular or in the know, They just are. There's some weird thing with the algorithm that a newer channel, even putting out exactly the same content, will get seen more than an older channel. I don't know what it is. It's pretty funny. Well, I'd have to figure it out. I seriously don't even remember half the shit for that channel. I have to try to figure it out. Really, I don't even remember. I have to be sitting here fucking around for hours trying to figure out how to get into the channel and access it and set it up. Because I don't think I've done anything on it in like 10 years. Anyway. Thank you, Derek. Derek says he's going to continue to nominate stuff. Now, Derek, just so you know, today's the last day. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be doing the playlist for the Apocalypse. So, whatever you're going to do today, please get done today, and that's it. Tomorrow, don't bother. I know even if you're craving more, I want to do more, it's no point. I'll definitely have enough, okay? And I appreciate you putting up so many nominations. What was it called? It was called, I think it was just called DSP Street Fighter. That channel, right? I think it ran for about 1.5 years until Machinima idiotically renegotiated my contract. Just think, you want to understand how dumb these companies were back in the day? You know what I really want to do? One day, I absolutely want to do a reminiscing about my time with Machinima. Just going through the history of me working with them, all the highs and lows of me working with them as a company, and explaining how ass backwards that company was always run. I can't imagine any of those people still being employed who ran that company, because they're morons. Like, they're some of the dumbest people that ever ran a company. I can't imagine how they could possibly still have jobs in leadership anywhere, but I bet you they do.
That's an extremely fucking good point. These were the fucking dumb bastards that gave Phil a fucking contract based on views. He was earning ridiculous amounts of fucking money. Now, for a company to fucking think that this is a guy that's worth that fucking kind of contract, yes, I've got to agree with Phil here. Those people were so fucking moronic to think that was a fucking smart idea to give Phil a contract like that. He abused the ever-living shit out of that contract. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Phil did well to milk that bastard for all it was worth. He milked that bad boy for every single possible penny he fucking could have, man. He fucking uploaded every fucking sort of fucking video he could under the sun. I'm going to eat a burger, I guess I'll film it. I'm going here just random, I'm going to visit this place, I guess I'll film it. I got a new game, I guess I'll film myself unboxing it. I got a new game, it's one of those things, it's so bizarre, but this is the thing though. He was getting fucking videos for doing anything and everything. Like, he was getting money for it, sorry. Sorry, I had to mute the stream there because I fucking sneezed. See, I'm not going to just fucking sneeze to the microphone. I'm not going to fucking inflict my bodily functions down the microphone to you guys. No, I've got to fucking... I care too much to not fucking force you guys to hear me sneezing fucking loudly down the fucking microphone. So I had to fucking sneeze. You get what I'm fucking saying though, Phil? These were the Gravy Train days. So literally, yeah, exactly. Gravy Train days says Grave Kipper. He was making absolute fucking bank. He was making an abnormal amount of money. He knows himself he was making ridiculous amounts of money. And that was all due to fucking the stupid contract that Machinima fucking gave him. That's what I'm saying though. Phil, abused the ever-living shit out of that contract. But fair play to him. He saw that contract, he saw a way to make bank in it, and he rolled with it, and he made absolute bank. Now what Phil should have done was fucking make the most of that money. He did not. Obviously, he's where he is today, and that's partially because he's such an irresponsible person financially. Terrible with fucking money. If he had any semblance of intelligence of fucking, being smart with money, any sort of fucking notion to perhaps be a bit more, wise with the money he was making at that fucking time. It's just, Jesus Christ, man. But instead he's fucking, I'm going to fucking eat steak every night with my fucking mum and dad. I'm going to buy all these fucking action figures. I'm going to buy all this shit. I'm going to fill my tiny condo up. I'm going to buy a condo and let it fucking devalue in so much fucking money. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Prophet says he went over his partner manager's head and got fired. I remember the stream very well. It's one of my favourite ever DSP videos. Him talking about fucking Machinima firing his ass. And after I explained everything that he'd done wrong, he had the fucking infamous line there. It was like, so, allow me to explain. I did nothing wrong. After I explained everything I did wrong, essentially, to his audience, he then followed up by just saying, I did nothing wrong. I was like, no, you did fucking tons wrong. Your ass has got let go by Machinima because of all your stupid antics and conduct, Phil. They said they don't want to fucking have you be with them anymore, and you're fucking pretending it's mutual when it's clearly not fucking mutual. They had enough of your ass, Phil. And then you fucking just sit there and say you did nothing wrong. You did plenty fucking wrong, you daft bastard. That's so fucking good. I love that fucking video, man.
So, you remember the story, right? In a nutshell, I had two channels, DSP Gaming and DSP Street Fighter. DSP Gaming was supposed to be for all my Let's Plays and things like that, but DSP Street Fighter was supposed to be for all my fighting game footage, because what was happening was with the dawn of Street Fighter 4, and of course there was Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and all those games, people were complaining that there was way too much fighting game footage on DSP Gaming, and when I uploaded a bunch of matches, it just flooded the channel, and they couldn't find any of the other content. And there were people who had no interest in fighting games, but wanted to see all my other playthroughs, and they were disappointed that there was just this flood that took over the channel, okay? So basically I was like, okay, what I'll do is I'll separate it. I'll have two channels. One will just be the Street Fighter / fighting game stuff, and the other will be all my other content, all right? So I split them. And when I split them, Machinima gave me the same partnership contract for both channels. Same money, okay? About a year passes, and Machinima says, so here's what's going on. We realized that the ad revenue coming in from the channels isn't enough for what we're paying people. We basically screwed up with our contracts and our negotiations. We need to renegotiate for less money, or else we're going to go out of business. Like, literally is what they told me, okay? I'm like, okay, well, that's fair enough. I don't want you to go out of business. You're my partnership company, so let's renegotiate. So they renegotiated DSP Gaming for one amount, and then they renegotiated DSP Street Fighter for a lower amount. And I said, why? And they said, well, because we did the math, and we found out that the ad revenue that you make on DSP Street Fighter is a higher amount per video, while on DSP Gaming was a higher amount per video, DSP Street Fighter was a lower amount per video. And I said, You guys aren't very smart, are you? Like, I literally said to my partner manager, I was like, you guys just aren't very smart. Think about what you're offering me. So you're telling me you're going to offer me 2 contracts. One that says, if you upload here, you make more money. And the other one says, if you upload here, you make less money. Why would I ever upload here? Are you stupid? To literally my partner manager's like, yeah, I don't know. This is what my management told me. And this is what I have to offer. You know, you don't have to sign that contract on DSP Street Fighter. You can do whatever you want. And I said, okay, I will not sign it. I'll stop using DSP Street Fighter and all the content will just go back to DSP Gaming and I'll make the higher revenue amount. You guys are stupid. They were so stupid. They ran their whole company like that. They made no sense. It was like a bunch of like newbie idiots.
So, quick reminder, guys. He made a fucking brand new channel for Street Fighter content because his audience were complaining that he was spamming DSP Gaming with all the Street Fighter content. He made a channel specifically for Street Fighter content to try and avoid spamming it all on DSP Gaming and inflicting all that on his audience that did not want to see that sort of content. But then when it came to money though, when the question came about money, and Phil immediately says, fuck what the fans want, fuck their conveniences and all that shit, I am going to fucking put it all back on DSP Gaming and fuck their complaints about me spamming DSP Gaming with all these Street Fighter uploads. Fuck them for whining about it. I want to make more money. More money. Yes. So that's basically how I fucking interpret that. When it came down to money, then Phil completely forgot about the wants and the needs of his audience. And he just thought, you know what, I want to make as much bank as possible. It's all about the bag. As Phil would fucking like to try and claim what other fucking YouTubers say these days. It's all about the bag. Prophet says this is not how channel partnerships work. They don't give you contracts per channel. Oh, and I don't have a fucking clue. I've never had a partnership contract or fucking thing. I've never been in a partnership with another kind of company on YouTube. I've never been, so you would need to fucking ask these things to like a bigger content creator from back in the day that it was with some, maybe even somebody else from Machinima back in the fucking day. No idea. And Alto Ronan says he also made a Red Dead channel, and I think the Red Dead channel and the Final Fantasy 13 channel, I remember them. The Red Dead channel got hacked, essentially, by fuck knows who, and it fucking showed like Brazilian sports or something. I don't know, it's some random fucking thing. But yeah, it's just one of it's so fucking weird though, like yeah, I got no idea. We can only take Phil's word, and Phil's word is very questionable at the best of times. So really it's one of those things where it'd be good to kind of get some sort of, background story from someone else that was with me for a amount of time to see these sorts of experiences where, if this sounds plausible.
Running a major company with millions upon millions of dollars going around, and they had no idea what they were doing. How do you run a company like that? It was like a 3-ring circus of fun. Every day, gee, what is this company going to do next that's so ass backwards stupid? Yet these people are in charge of all this money. Like anyone with common sense would say this makes no sense. How are we running our company like this? But no, you know what I mean? I guess the upper management of the company had no fucking sense. They were morons. And I could tell you a bunch of stories like that. Seriously, I could tell you like a ton of stories, all in that same vein. Flying us out to E3 and not telling us that they gave us press passes, or excuse me, not even. They gave us vendor passes so we could have gone into E3 early and got access to everything on the floor early and did exclusive coverage before anyone else. They didn't fucking tell us we had the vendor passes. So we thought we were normal attendees and we had to wait in line like everyone else. Come to find out the next day we just show our badge, they let us right in before anyone. We're in there with like 20 other people. We're like, what the fuck is this? How dumb are they? They were just so dumb. Yikes. Anyway. All right, so I digress. Anyone have any further questions? Dacky says it would be fun to do a stream for the launch of Street Fighter on the DSP Street Fighter channel. Yeah, but like I said, it would be a lot of work, and here's why. I haven't done anything on DSP Street Fighter in a very long time. Okay? I would have to, number one, figure out how to log in. Number two, I don't even know if any of the agreements on that channel are up to date, or if I'd even be able to update them properly. Like, I don't think that channel's partnered anymore. So I might have to like re-sign partner agreements, try and figure all that shit out. I don't even know if I would be able to like have monetized videos on that channel or anything. So if anything, it might not make sense. I have to think about what I want to do. Do I plan on going on a special terror raid with Eevee in 3 to 4 days for the Charizard one? Yeah. Rotom Electric, after today, I'm not playing this game again until Sunday. Okay? So I guess the answer is no. I don't know what you're talking about. Derek says I gotta go.
Naoto Ronan is saying that his pass would have said vendor. And he knows because he goes to a lot of conventions. There's press and vendor and attendee. So that mistake is on Phil. This is the thing. It's always... I can assume that it might have fucking mentioned it to him, and Phil just wasn't paying attention. Phil is notoriously bad at fucking checking things himself and finding out things himself. He has, for the longest fucking time, always needed his hand held when it comes to things in life. Whether it's playing a fucking game, whether it's fucking, doing, making content for his channel. He needs his fucking audience to fucking come up with some adverts for his fucking ad reaction. He needs his fucking audience to tell him what fucking fast food establishments has some latest offers on so he can pick one. He needs his hand held to get through life. He can't even fucking afford to feed himself. He's down to his audience. He's relying on his audience to fucking come up and just basically give him the money so he can fucking, sustain this fucking life that he has that he can barely afford to sustain. So when it comes down to fucking things like this as well, it's like, when it comes down to fucking attending, fucking conventions, then yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Without somebody there to fucking hold his goddamn hand, he had no idea what he could have fucking done in that fucking convention without someone explicitly fucking saying and, stating these fucking things to him. He could have just fucking looked at his past and he might have fucking clicked, but nah, Phil's too much of a dumbass to even fucking bother checking the things he's got at his disposal. Or even asking someone, security or some bitch, what can we get in early because I was fucking passed, I was sent by my shimmer. He didn't bother trying to find out. He waited to be told. He didn't bother to try and find out more specifics. He could have, he should have, but he never bothered his arse to check out more specifics. He was given this. He said, alright, no follow-up questions it seems. No follow-up questions whatsoever. No, nothing like that. No, I'm never going to be in a fucking situation where someone's going to just send me to a convention because why the fuck would I be? But that's the thing is though, if I was being sent somewhere to cover an event, I would ask questions to make sure, I knew what I was fucking getting into. Phil never bothered his arse to check. Phil never done his homework. So he's blaming Machinima for this, where really the onus is on him for being such a lazy bastard. And Barrett Will says it's not if Phil can afford that lifestyle fizz, it's whether his whales will continue to fund it. Pretty much, yeah. Everything you see in front of you is a fan-funded effort. Down to the fucking shirt off his back.
I'm gonna eat lunch with my mom at a restaurant, but I'll be back. Sounds good. I'll see you later, Derek. Did I have Street Fighter toys? In the dawn of Street Fighter, no. Later on, in the late 90s, I did. I actually had these really high-detail action figures. And I had them. Do you remember when I first started on Darkside Phil? I used to actually have them in my condo in Connecticut, in the bookcase there. They were on display, and I would show them in vlogging videos and stuff. I had Alex. I had 2 different Blancas. I'm trying to remember who I had. Oh, I had Necro. Who did I have? I had various different figures. I can't remember which ones now, and I'm thinking, though. I know I had 2 Blancas, Necro, and Alex. I just distinctly remember all of them. I can't remember anymore. I'm sure you guys could look back in time at those old videos and find it and say, oh, look at that, right? I don't remember. So. Will I ever play Subnautica again? I don't think so. I think that game had its time when I was looking for chill streams. I think we have our own slew of chill streams going now, and I don't think that we're going to be going back to Subnautica. If I encounter a shiny Pokemon again in the wild, I think it's fair if you pay me $5. It's what a true Pokemon master would want.
No, you're not any better. Everyone's the same. No one's better than anybody else.
What?
Get your ass out there and fucking work.
I don't know what Daki's talking about. What the hell is he talking about? Oh, hold on. What?
Yeah, he's definitely mocking his chat. That is another bingo because he's mocking his chat. We are 5 away from Full House. So, fucking hooray for that.
I don't know what he's talking about. Okay.
See you later, Steve Dead. He's got to go and prepare for tonight's. That being said, good luck with the rest of the cast. Thank you very much. If that's going live soon, then I'll set up a live redirect to go there. No worries, man. That show. So that being said, we'll live tonight, and it's usually online by about 1:15. So basically 15 minutes time. The kind of stream goes live usually, but they don't usually start properly until about 30:30. So we'll try and get this bingo finished before 30:30, so nobody will miss the start of the show. Hopefully.
Have I heard about a new social platform called Hive? I see people mentioning it's hilarious. So a week ago, everyone was afraid Twitter was going to close down and crash and fail because Elon laid off so many employees, right? And then a bunch of employees quit on top of that. Immediately, everyone says we got to go somewhere else. So we got to go to Mastodon. Everyone, Mastodon. What the fuck is Mastodon? I didn't hear about it until now. So everyone goes over there. Oh, we don't like Mastodon. Everyone leave. So everyone went to Mastodon, signed up. So this sucks, and everyone left. Now that everyone's got to go to Hive. Everyone go to Hive. Hive is the replace Hive. like I said, right now I'm using this channel as my backup / clone of Twitter. So anything I post on my Twitter, I'm also going to be posting up on the community tab here of DSP Gaming. So we have it, it's redundant. If you subscribe to DSP Gaming, you're essentially getting all of my information anyway. You don't have to follow me on Twitter anymore. I'm purposely doing that now. If ever there is a social media company that steps up to kind of replace or compete with Twitter, you know, I'll look into it. But I am not going to be jumping to all these other social media platforms just because all these morons are doing this. I got to go to this one, I got to go to this one. Then they drop it, then they drop it. Oh, it's not as good. No shit. By the way, whoa. Look at this. Hold on. I want to look outside. The weather outside has dramatically changed in the last hour I've been doing the podcast. This is crazy. Look at that. Wow. Holy moly. Fog and rain and true fall weather for the first time in weeks. Nice.
Here's the deal. This week I have 2 very large bills to pay. But then I also have my day off on Wednesday.
Nice and relaxing.
Shut up, bitch!
Nice relaxing weather today, man. We've got fog and we've got rain. And we've got cool temperatures and a little bit of a breeze. It's exactly the autumn weather that is meant to be expected in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. For the last 2 weeks, we had pure sun every day. It was another record, the driest fall that we've ever had in a November, ever. It was just on record as the driest fall because we had 2 weeks with no rain. Usually we always have rain in the fall, and we had almost none. Okay? So, crazy. But it's nice because now we have fall weather. Today will be a nice relaxing Pokemon stream. Cool weather. This is perfect weather and vibes for streaming. Series 7, I hear you. Not that I really don't want to address it at length because I feel like any moment we give to my detractors, Series 7 is a moment that this is what they want.
Hooray! Set detractors. It's not a bingo yet, but hell, it helps. So yeah, we can tick that off. There we go. We're 4 away from our full house.
Okay. All I will say is this. I apologize to anyone publicly who comes to my content, likes the content, supports it in any way. Whether you're watching the videos, you're liking them, you're leaving comments, you're going above and beyond and supporting the content in any way. You know, super chat, super sticker, tipping, gifting memberships, becoming a member yourself, whatever it may be. And then you get harassed for it. Absolutely, positively, no one deserves to be harassed simply because they like something and they've decided to support it. It's complete and utter bullshit. It is. It should never happen, but it happens frequently on the internet. And I'm well aware that there are people who have supported me recently and in the past, and they get harassed online. That should not happen. But you have to understand the reason they're doing it is because they feel that if they do it, number one, hopefully they'll stop support of my channel. Like literally they do it to hope that if they harass someone, they'll stop supporting me. And number two, to get attention. Right now, the moment that I'm giving them is giving them what they want. So I'm...
Yeah, so Sirius 7, who has been a prominent Phil tipper for a while now, you know, last month or so, this is Sirius 7, the cat brought us up to him. So there we go. And the Heather P says, I hate how he says that detractors harass people. We do not believe people. Well, a couple of people do, you know, try and find out these fucking, you know, dentheads. And, you know, if they're on Twitter, for example, they will just say, you know, why do you do this? I have seen examples in the past where a couple of people will, you know, try and pursue the deadheads, and also fucking people are aware of as well. With Kiwi Farms, occasionally will try and really do sort of deep dive into certain whales to try and find out as much as they can. But for the most part, though, detractors, most detractors don't bother their arse to find out more. It's just we pity them, we say, well, you know, you're wasting your fucking money, but no. For the most part, though, detractors in general do not fucking try and like fucking find out the details of these fucking deadheads that are given for their money. No. It's just a case of, well, I've filled my money are easily parted, just move on.
Cutting it off right now and saying that's enough of that, no more discussion of that. But I'm just sorry that it happens, and I wish that I could stop it, and sadly I can't. What ends up happening is these people really want to get to me, and when they try absolutely positively everything and they realize, oh, they can't, then they go to my supporters, and that's just sad. I received a $1 tip. It's our first tip of the day. What is your definition of a chill stream when you hit goals on a laid-back game? If you're saying goals and you mean like monetary goals, no, not at all. Absolutely not. When I say a chill stream, here's what I mean by that, okay? I mean that stream is not meant to be designed for any kind of major advancement in a game. So, for example, if we're playing God of War Ragnarok, the goal is to make good progress. Maybe advance in side questing, get more narrative, earn new abilities, make good progress in the game. Correct? That, when I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, the goal is to kick kills, to get kill streaks, to rack up my kill-death ratio, to unlock new weapons, to make progress in the game and get better. That's the point there. You see what I'm saying? Now, in regards to chill streams, the point of a chill stream is essentially to relax and chill with me. The focus is not necessarily on the game I'm playing or the content that I'm putting out. It's focused on the interactions that we're going to have during said stream. So what would be considered chill streaming games? Bassmaster, right? Who gives a crap how many fish I catch? You know, what I do. Bassmaster is mostly about us talking while I'm going through the repetitive motions of catching fish. You see? There's no major focus on, oh, I absolutely need to catch this many fish tonight. I need to make a new record tonight. That's not the point. It's not streaming for the sake of making an advancement in the game. It's streaming for the sake of us having fun together. You see? That's the difference. It's a social stream versus a gameplay stream. I'm not saying there's no gameplay, but you see the difference. So I would argue, whenever we're doing the podcast, it's a chill time. When I get into gameplay, it gets more serious. But definitely there's games that are more chill than not. For example, Disney Dreamlight Valley, yeah, sometimes we make progress, you know, but at the same time, if we're just having a good time and having a good conversation, that's really what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So that's the true difference between a chill stream and a standard gameplay stream. But there you go, Shell. You can make a good example. Another example would have been Yakuza 7. I had already beaten the game, but I was grinding to do the post-game dungeon. And so when I was grinding, there was absolutely no real reason to focus on this repetitive grinding gameplay I was doing. Those streams were meant just for us to talk. Exactly right. That's a chill stream, right? We don't need to make major advancement today. We're going through the motions of gameplay while we have a good time interacting, right? There you go. Expand Dong says Sargon's case set a precedent. He re-uploaded a clip. All he did was change the title. The judge said the title alone was transformative, and his audience and the clip's target audience are not the same. His audience and the clip's target audience were not the same. That is a really wide definition of transformative. I would not be shocked if there was an appeal to that court decision. Because here's the thing, a transformative work essentially has never really been defined in a legal sense. Like, for example, okay, here's my podcast, okay? If someone were to re-upload this podcast, changing absolutely nothing, that is theft. But if someone were to re-upload this podcast and take clips out of it and to do commentary over it, that's a transformative work. But it's always been believed, okay, that in order to have a transformative work, you basically cannot use more than a certain percentage of that work, or else it's theft and or you're redistributing it illegally. I'll give you an example. And this is why I think that this judge's ruling makes no sense. I'm watching Wakanda Forever, all right? Hot new Marvel movie, all right?
Jesus fucking Christ, man, his fucking nails with red raw with a fucking nail bite nail dude watching that. He'd basically have like fucking stubs left in his fucking hand.
I watched it. Well, I then download the movie and I re-upload it to my YouTube channel, and all I change is the name of the movie. And I say, Wakanda Forever is the worst Marvel movie ever, or Wakanda Forever is the best Marvel movie ever. Basically, the title of the upload is a criticism of the movie, right? And then I have the whole movie on my channel. Well, that's transformative because that's a criticism and it's for a different audience than those who would just buy the movie and watch it. It's for, you know, you're saying something about the movie, right? How does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense at all. That's not legal. And Marvel's going to sue the fuck out of you, and they're going to win. The judge in this case didn't seem to really know what they were talking about. Going off of what you're saying, this could be wrong. This could be a bigger explanation. I'm just going off the very simple explanation you're giving me. No, you can't just take someone's unedited work, re-upload it in its entirety with a new title, and claim that's a transformative work, or else everyone would literally do that with every copywritten work ever, right? Every episode of every TV show, every movie, everything would be
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Carlos Murray for super chat. He says, why are we talking about Black Wakanda? Well, Phil brought up randomly for, I have no idea why. I don't know why it was the first fucking movie that came to his fucking mind. Maybe he just fucking wanted to have a reason to fucking pretend to bitch and whine and more about it. I got no fucking clue why that was the first movie that came to his fucking mind. Maybe he saw an advertisement for it or something and it was just there right in front of him. So who fucking knows? He wanted to write Wakanda. Carlos Fisher says, I've not seen the movie. I've heard things about it. I've heard what is it? I've heard people complain that what's his name, Martin Freeman is like basically the only white guy in the movie. Is one white guy too many for people, which feels a bit of a strange thing to complain about. I've also heard that, is it Shuri, the actress that plays the sister, the character, the sister, is it Shuri or something? The one that's like the smartest woman in the world or something, basically. I've heard she's basically like a superfluous character in this or something, like or something like she doesn't really get Sure, yeah. So apparently she's not, that utilised too well in this movie, which seems a bit of a shame. I don't know. It's what I was like. I've never seen either of the movies, to be honest. I watch some Marvel movies, but I don't watch them all. And, it's just one of those things where it's like I'll watch like the kind of big ones, the kind of main ones, maybe. But yeah, but it's one of those things. But yeah, I don't know why Phil mentioned the new Black Panther movie.
Be uploaded in full with just a different title. That doesn't make any sense at all. Right? So, again, it sounds like a subjective decision by the judge that probably could be overruled on appeal anyway. Whatever. I don't know. Again, this is me speaking out of my butthole. Literally speaking out of the butthole with no actual evidence of anything, only taking in what you guys just said. So. Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we get started with Pokemon today? Excuse me. Jay says something to Jasper and Kat. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Jasper was here yesterday for the very tail end of Pokemon, but he literally came in for a minute, said hello, and left. And then he didn't come back in, which I was disappointed because he was able to be here for like the last hour and a half of Pokemon, and he just didn't feel like coming in. He was in here for some of my patron react videos. He jumped on my chair once or twice when I was doing those, but I wasn't streaming at the time, so. You know when he will be here? He will be here for a lot of the Black Friday Adpocalypse event because my wife will be at work, so he'll be in here. The door will be open. He'll be able to come in here and relax with us and join us to watch ads. Maybe there'll be some like Meow Mix ads, right? And he'll watch the Meow Mix ads with us. That'd be pretty funny. Okay. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm chilling. I'm feeling good. Nice weather for streaming. We're gonna play a relaxing game. I'm feeling good about it. Genetic says Pokemon Eevee, Pikachu, or Scarlet Violet for someone who hasn't played since Red Blue. Huh? I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. I'm not a Pokemon expert. Will I ever play any Steam games? Again, I can't. I cannot right now. If I were to play a game on my PC while capturing and streaming, my CPU use goes up to like 99% and the entire thing chops up. It's because I'm now capturing and streaming at 1080p 60 frames per second, and it pretty much completely taxes my whole system. I cannot go any higher. I can't do anything on the PC. I'm limited. How long have we had Jasper? Oh, man. At least 3 to 3.5 years.
I like how Prophet is just noping the hell out of what Phil just said there about the PC.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Cosmos, for Super Chat. It says Black Wakanda broke forever as Namor beat by drying his back. Half of that made no fucking sense to me, pal. I'm not gonna lie. Who's Namor or Namor? Jesus Christ. I'm very confused at that Super Chat. I feel like some sort of old out of touch bastard reading that Super Chat. But yeah, Black Wakanda broke forever has Namor or Namor beat by drying his back. There we go. Namor or Namor is Marvel's take on Aquaman, says Heather P. Thank you very much for that. I had no idea Marvel even had someone like that in the equation. I didn't know they had him lined up. And Hein says, sounding like Phil living under a rock. Like I am, thanks, cheers. Cheers, thank you. Thank you for making me feel so out of touch with the current, youth of today or whatever of all the kind of hot trends that people are talking about. So basically, Carlos Mastray just having fun with the new Black Panther movie, which I've not seen, by the way, and just talking about it. I guess I'm not sure if that's a spoiler or not.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
And thank you very much, Carlos Mastray, again for Super Chat. It says Namor, or Namor, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the fucking thing right or not. Namor existed before Aquaman. Well, there you fucking go. The more you know. I'm not gonna lie, never heard of Namor or Namor or whatever in my life. I had no idea that was a character in the Marvel Universe. I've heard of Aquaman, and shit, I've heard of fucking, but I've never heard of fucking Namor or Namor or whatever. Never heard of them. Well, I'm not a massive, comic person. The extent of my comic experience, I think I said this before in streams, was Dennis the Menace and Desperate Dan. you know, the Dandy comics and the Beano. That's the extent of my comic experience as a kid growing up.
I'm just, off the top of my head, I know we've had him for, I think, 3.5, 4 years. Something like that. I'm just guesstimating. Tried to watch the first episode of the Yakuza 0 playthrough. A lot has changed content-wise, says Enut Stanchu. Well, Yakuza 0 was a long time ago, right? Pretty long time ago. 5, 6, 7 years ago. Keep in mind, in the last 5 years, my content has changed dramatically, right? Ever since I became a full-time streamer and I met my wife, I've basically changed my life around in my content. And I feel like now I have a very different audience for the most part than people who used to watch me way back in the day. You know, you're not coming here to see basically like risque commentary. You're here to have a good time and relax with games and see my reactions honestly to games and to see me struggle with games. You like that. It's entertaining, right? No, we don't know Jasper's birthday. We never did. Like I said, when we rescued Jasper from that rescue shelter, they didn't have any records at all. All they knew, I think we know the state he came from. If we look at his adoption documents, I think it states the state he came from. I want to say it was like Arkansas or something like that. I know that sounds crazy. I don't know how he ended up in Washington State, but yeah, like no birthday, no medical records, absolutely nothing. They don't have records of him being declawed, nothing. So that's another reason why I think he was kind of like, they left him, like he was unadopted for so long. Like they said he had been there for several months at the shelter, and people were like, why is it perfect?
I'm sorry, but did he just say unadopted? That's why he was unadopted for so long. So the popular detractor theory is that Phil had that cat declawed. Phil has always maintained that when they got him, he was already declawed. So it's one of those things. Phil claims that he had nothing to do with the declawing, and most detractors just stick to the same narrative that Phil had him declawed. Personally, I would use the day he got him as his birthday, because it's the start of a brand new fucking life for the animal. The animal's coming to a fucking, you'd hope, a loving home, so you'd use that fucking day, and basically, it's like the start of their new life, essentially, so use that as a fucking birthday, use that as a special day for your pet. That's my take on it, but who knows if Phil wants to do something like that.
Perfectly beautiful, handsome, healthy, fun, loving cat. Yeah, but he's declawed and he has no records. So because of that, no one wanted him. It's fucked up. Like it's his fault or something. Like that's so messed up, right? But we made the right decision. He's an amazing cat. We're really happy he's the one that we picked. Okay, I got some shout outs to do. I received a $5 tip from CM Fool. He says, go to Los Platos and head north to an area called South Province Area 1. Trust me. What? Go to Los Platos, head to a northern area called the Southern Province. Trust me. All right, well, I'll try to remember that when we play. I'm not even in the game. If you can remind me that later, if we have the ability to do that, I'll look into it. Thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. And let's see here. Received a $2 tip from Attorney of Forever, saying, Phil, I'm not the same from Twitch. I didn't know there was another one. Maybe I'm going to change my nickname then. Oh, you're not the same Attorney of Forever. We did have a regular viewer back in the day on Twitch called Attorney of Forever. I think people were just assuming that you were them, but I guess you're not. That's fine. You don't have to change your name if you don't want to. Now that you said that, at least we know. But thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. And let's see here. So another $1 tipper says, you remember when you played Mass Effect and it was chill, but you complained that you only got $7 of support? Yes, I do. I remember that. What would you like me to say? That I'm proud of it? Because I'm not. What it is I let things get to me. And, as I've told you guys, sadly, since my bankruptcy 2.5 years ago, not having any credit or anything to fall back on, there's times when if I have a bad week or even a series of bad streams, I put myself in a situation where I might not even be able to do basic shit for the week, and that's rough. That's really rough because, I have a family to provide for. I have to be able to afford things for the business, and having a bad week, it's bad. But I shouldn't be putting that on my viewers like that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not proud of that. I don't ever like having to talk about shit like that, nor do I want to, And I'm trying to be better. If you guys haven't noticed the last few weeks, I'm trying to be better about it. I'm trying not to focus on it. I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I hope that you've seen the difference. Me not focusing on that shit constantly, okay? Okay. Any last things, guys, or are we good? Any last comments or anything you'd like to talk about, or are we good here? Last chance before we jump into Pokemon. Which, by the way, I gotta turn the console on and everything. I think I have it all hooked up. Yeah, I don't have the Ethernet. I don't need the Ethernet. I have wireless anyway. We're good? All right, guys. Well, chill and fun level 1 podcast today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for relaxing with me. Thanks to those who supported. Thanks for those who asked questions. And I think it's time to jump into Pokemons. The Pokemons. All right? Thank you so very much. And in a couple days, something very special is going to happen. In a couple of days... Very nice. Okay, let's get set up here. Let's do this. There we go. Let's get the console on. All right. Turned off. Son of a bitch. Why does it turn off so quick? Turns off so darn quick. It's so weird. If the switch turns on, all right, but you don't immediately have your TV on, the switch says, oh, there's no video signal, and it turns right back off. It's really odd. I don't know another console that does that. You know, another console, you turn it on, it's like, oh, there's no TV, and it just turns itself right back off. The Switch does that. It's really weird. All right, let's take a very brief break. I'm going to run use the restroom quick, and then we're going to get started. I'm just going to mute the mic. I'm not going to monetize you. I'm just going to, you know, run across the house to the other bathroom, use it, and come right back in just like a minute or two. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, and we're going to begin. Okay, guys? Thanks.
Such a weird fucking way just to basically explain I'm going for a piss. I'm not going to monetize you, fucking moron. Oops, I was pressing the wrong thing there. I need to fast forward this, guys. We need to fucking hurry up. I don't want to fucking cause people to be late for that being said. Hurry up, Phil. Hurry up, Phil. We are fucking well behind. Is he back? Yeah, is he back? He'll be back here, kinda.
One.
Shush. Here you go. He's back here. Okay, cool.
It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird.
Quick reminder, before we even get into it, we're listening out for him saying, it is what it is, something style, dude, and him doing the prayer hands.
All right, everybody. Whoa, whoa, as soon as I sat down, it dimmed. What the heck? All right, let's get it booted up. So remember, oh God, remember, the first Pokemon we have to name today, we have to name Horntense. But we have to figure out, do I have a Pokemon that could be named Horntense, or do we want to wait and try to catch a new one? And it's up to you guys if you want to start naming the existing Pokemon we have, or people are waiting for other ones as well. It's your call. Excuse me. Ooh, disgusting. Disgusting belches. I'm very sorry, everybody. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you can turn off the Switch's 5-minute screen dim. I have no clue. That's right. I'm going to give out a copy of the game, guys. Let's boot the game up. Someone's going to win Pokemon Violet. Okay. There we are. All right, well, just to be sure you guys could hear, let me do this. All right, guys. So, again, I want to say shout out to Retro Parasite, who has provided this code. Supposedly, this is the code to get a full digital copy of Pokemon Violet. So, I'm going to give it out right now live on the stream. Congratulations to whoever wins this in advance. First come, first serve. Here is the code. E0DD9HDC S5ST464KM. Congrats. Whoever got it, congrats. Don't know who got it. I'm sure some people were just sitting there waiting to enter it into like the keyboard or whatever. And again, thank you, Retro Parasite. And appreciate that. I hope someone enjoys the game. Okay? There you go. All right, you guys ready to start? Shall we begin? Let's begin. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to...
That is the end of DSP Bingo. Sadly, that is the end of the game. We're 4 away from a full house. Sadly, it was not to be. But it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it, guys. And yeah, that's just that. And yeah, I'll say we are miles behind. We're miles behind. Like, see, DSP live is like 40 minutes in future. See what I'm seeing? The fucking, you can see where I am. This is where we paused it, and we're 40 minutes behind live fill. We go to live fill right now. It'll struggle to load. How about refresh the fucking thing? Refresh.
Academy. Here's the internet.
Phil has $100 already. He's already wearing his fucking stupid hat. Somebody gave him a $65 tip individually. Jesus Christ. So Phil's doing quite well for himself right now. Hooray for him, but I don't give a fucking shit about that. We're gonna get a Phil House and Bingo. It's a shame. But guys, I'm going to end the show. I don't want to fucking wait too much longer, because that being said, we're going live very soon. So yeah, actually, even before we... I don't want to fucking play the video yet. Fucking jumping the gun. Don't play it. Ooh, what the fuck happened here? That's a bit strange. Stop fucking playing. Go back. Before I even set this up, guys, give me a second here. Give me a second. I want to set up the live redirect, because I want to live redirect you towards that being said. We're doing the podcast straight away after this. They're live almost right now. Actually, going to be live very soon. So let me just bear with me, guys. Okay. Have a little patience, and I'll set up the live redirect. They're not live yet. The show's not live yet. I just checked, but they're going to be going live in a few minutes' time. So basically, we have time to enjoy, you know, a little outro essentially, and then everyone can, you know, head towards that being said and enjoy that robust content. What else is coming up? Yeah, actually, upcoming things as well. I believe Piece of Peace is restreaming tonight, as well as Prophet as well. Prophet is restreaming, I think, as well tonight, to try and hunt a little piggy in Modern Warfare. So there's multiple options tonight for the late stream, guys, for, you know, detractor content. Piece of Peace and Prophet will both be doing their thing tonight, I believe. So there you go. But after this stream anyway, we are going to have a live redirect set up towards that being said. Our show begins in a few minutes' time. And I'm just saving the changes now to that, and I think it's saved, so good stuff. Yep. Fantastic, that's saved. Okay, cool. So guys, I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Thank you very much for all your help in the bingo, for keeping me right in the card, for things I missed, whatever you guys shouted out, so I do appreciate you guys keeping my dumbass right. And also thank you very much as well for all the contributions. I do appreciate anything that people are willing to give me. And yeah guys, I will see you on Thursday for some more DSP Bingo. I won't be doing anything tomorrow probably. I might have a new video out tomorrow, I'm not sure. I'm working on a new song. But I was going to, you know, actually play that song, but I ran out of time, so I guess I'll just have to wait and see if I can get something done tomorrow for it. But until then, guys, hope you enjoyed the bingo, and I'll see you all on Thursday for some more DSP Bingo if you want to join me. But until then, I'm going to play out the usual way I play out these fucking shows. Some Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animation. So I guess I'll see you guys in that being said show in a few minutes' time. Remember, live redirect from the stream as soon as it ends, so you can just go directly there from here. But yeah. Enjoy the wee video outro, and I'll see you guys all on Thursday. Until then, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30 and says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside, and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah,
money.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.